PS5 with
I love it.
probably some other
You're
RTS
such
or
a
some other
fucking
RPG.
bitch.
That was a great thing about Sony, at least during that period. The PS1 and PS2 had amazing fucking libraries. Like that period for that company, when everybody was just throwing shit at them, when you still had people like working design and other people just making good shit, or porting stuff over that was kind of on the Saturn or kind of on the Dreamcast. So you got so many good fucking games. Like the PS3 and 360 era, it was kind of just everything was fucking brown and beige and shooter based, and RPGs kind of died a slow death. You still had some shmups, but there wasn't a ton of them. I mean, it's only been recently that things have started to get a little better when you've got shit like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Nioh and shit like that. But I mean, that's like one genre that's doing really well. We'll do a few more, and then I'll try to segment this up. But I did find a better system for this where it lets me know exactly where I left off, so I won't miss any more going forward. I wish I'd known this fucking screen existed in the first place. Meme Machine Jim, my brother is a furry. Is it dishonorable?
So this was reading a bunch of
killing?
super
He's
chats
so
right
far
now.
gone
Right?
and hangs out with complete
Yeah,
degenerates.
it's
His empty
not
dildo
good.
collection is plentiful.
Boring.
Kind
He's
of
lost all ambition.
zoned out because of it.
I'll tell you what, Meme Machine.
Yeah, hopefully. I think he's about to get on to the real stuff now.
I want you to wait for. I don't know what
Such a
religion your family is, but
fucking
I'm just going to
hoe.
assume.
He
But
will
fuck it,
stop. I
say
just
Christian,
don't know when.
American, normal. You celebrate the holidays most people do. Adjust it if you need to, but you get the basic idea. I want you to wait to the next big family gathering for a holiday. And all your family's there. Grandma's there, grandpa's there, all the little cousins are there, mom and dad are there, and your fucking brother's there. And I want you to take every single one of his animal dildos and place them on the fucking table around the turkey. And then don't say anything. Because you have to do this kind of stealthily. You don't want anybody to see you. Wait until they're doing some family photo or something. Because he's going to have to try to take them away. And then explain why he's got 42 dragon dildos and some 14-foot-long horse cock that's just plunked out right on top of the mashed potatoes.
You're such a fucking hoe.
That's what you need to do.
I'm glad that Ginger had to go through something
Dan
like
Moriarty
that.
won't be able to watch your stream due to
That bag
Acadian
of
Thanksgiving. Have a beer on
30
me and burn some
dildos.
furries. The narrator is Kenny Jones a furry or a scaly?
I'm
not
sure
to be
somebody
honest.
here has
Retard, better watch out or you'll get yiffed to death. Mario Kart 13.
Oh,
Hitting love
you're
dogs a little too
confessing.
much. Hashtag gas them all. Read
No,
two more here and then
not.
we'll jump into some stuff. Man in
Confess.
Black, here's my money. Just for the glorious picture, I say kill them all. And finally, Purple Oblivion. Where's your streaming license, mate? Also, I may be a fur
Fucking
bag, but thank you
furry.
for taking on the sick fucks among us.
Such a
Doesn't seem like
fucking
many furs
hoe.
even try. Yes, I have noticed that there seems to be a bit of a division going off in the furry community, where a segment is kind of getting fucking tired of it. I don't know what to tell you guys. It seems like it's just everywhere in your fucking community. V was on a stream, and V used to be a furry, and or scaly or whatever. And he talked about how, attitudes shifted with conventions and attitudes shifted in the community, and things just kind of became worse than they were before. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck. Don't let him yiff you, Purple Oblivion. All right.
Such a fucking hoe.
Let's see here. You know what? Actually, now that he brought that up, this is probably a good way to start this. Is it still? Yeah, it's still on YouTube. Beautiful. Oh, this is.
Oh, okay. I think he's done reading sewer chats
Since
now.
we're talking about furries and we're talking about
Sewer?
what furries used to be, and how they were
Sewer
perceived,
chats.
I'm going to show you a video. We're going to
Fuck
watch a
my
video
tongue.
chat. A little bit of history with
Fuck me,
furries.
Danny.
This is called Foam Adventure.
Oh,
It went
God.
up nearly 9 years ago. God, coming up on 10 years. This video is almost a decade old. Just to give you an idea of what furries are like and the cringy, stupid shit they get into. So let's load this up and take a look at what female furries are like in their natural habitat. I'm sure they're not fucking annoying harpies with voices that make you want to gouge your fucking ears out. I'm sure that's not at all what they're like. So let me queue up Foam Adventure. Oh, I see some people are familiar.
This is gonna
You're in
hurt.
for a treat, chat. You're in for a fucking treat. It's a Foam Adventure time.
No.
Stage, it's a party, it's a
No.
rape.
I haven't seen
I don't know why you're
this
protesting
in
so
so
much. We
long.
haven't even.
No.
You understand? We're going to be talking about
Not
people
gonna
Oh,
fucking
lie, it's
puppies to
been
death. So
years.
I think Foam Adventure is a nice,
No.
easy segue into it.
No.
There we go. It's a re-upload, but the original
Oh
went up in 2009.
no!
So grab some popcorn, get a drink.
Oh
Get prepared. This is Foam
no!
Adventure, otherwise known as How to Make Anything Instantly Awesome.
Dab.
Boy, here we go, chat.
Oh, shit.
We're going shopping! Shopping with money we don't have! Headphones! It's their amazing 52% off sale on foam. So we're gonna get some.
Don't you just love it? Don't you love it when a fully grown woman in a dog collar and camo hat squee at you?
She's
and
such a
yell at you,
fucking
make little
hoe.
anime sounds.
I love it.
I'm sure she gets dick all the time. This chick
Why the
is
fuck
rolling
do they
in
wear
cocks.
Have a
collars?
sick fuck, like a quick fuck.
They got the foams. And we're gonna steal it all.
You want to go back to the early 2000s where people talked like an Invader Zim cartoon?
There you go, hide it
How
behind
far
your
does your
bag.
nostalgia go?
It could be my queen choice.
Yes.
They'll never know.
Such a fucking hoe.
Oh yes.
I love it.
Sexy.
Can you imagine being the poor store worker that has to deal with shit like this? A couple of retarded college chicks come in and act like fucking retards, and you just want to get over with your shift. And they're like getting off, they're getting wet. It's like a river between their legs because they're buying a fucking roll of foam. Look at the girl. Look at her. She hates these people.
We just want to know how long it is.
Right now, as it is.
Trifling hoe, bitch.
So am I. Nine and three quarters. Wow.
How much was it?
9 3/4.
Which is the depth they'll be buried at after furries are exterminated. So a little FYI for you. Imagine they're buying so much foam for their dumb little costumes and squeeing like
The
retards.
sale? Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh snap.
Such a fucking.
Just a quick question. Like, is this going to actually get worse later on?
I know. How are we gonna fit it in the car?
It's only the beginning.
Still like 7 more minutes.
To the back seat.
Maybe.
No.
Fucking hoe.
You know, chat,
I
there are
love
still
it.
8 minutes of this left. You're only 2.5 minutes in to the foam adventure. Imagine you meet a girl at college, and she's not dressed in a dog collar that particular day. And you're like, oh, maybe we've got something in common. Maybe I could date this girl. And then you check out her, Facebook page, and it links to her YouTube channel, and you see this. You see her dry humping foam into the back of her seat, squeeing like an anime retard, because she wants to build a furry costume. What do you do, chat? What would you do in that situation? Would you pretend you don't know her at school? Would you move schools? Would you buy a gun? What solution are you going with?
Oh, we have foam, you guys!
Uh,
I am so excited. I know. We're gonna bring foam home now.
I feel like I'm watching
You're the foam
that
man.
video of Eric and Dylan
That's
driving
right.
around.
You work it, girl. Yeah.
I'm supposed to leave it.
Unpredictable.
I know.
It was more like
so
that
awesome.
remember Ghost Squad did.
That person had to
Just everything he did.
Do you like it? Do you like the girly talk? Do you like the
What's his name
squeeing
again?
and the
I don't
growling
even remember.
and the non-stop giggling? Don't they seem like so much fun? Oh, Who would want to get together with
Overdone.
these girls and drink some bleach?
I'm imagining like
I know.
Eric and Dylan in one of their last videos acting like this.
How are we gonna get the foam out of the car?
Still shooting.
I feel like this is almost like a live action
Or-
version of Reddit.
Well, even
Like
and
Reddit
Rob.
posts corporealized. Like they became tangible, walking avatars of what that website is, and we're watching them try to live a daily life but fucking it up at every turn.
Okay, we'll get you next time.
Look, we're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. Hey, 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 hey! We have foam. Hey, we have foam. He looked at us like, what the hell?
Fucking hell. Love it.
On the six shop, I like a quick
person,
fuck.
we have foam.
Don't you kind of hope this turns into a road rage video, where the black guy just drives them into the divider, and we get a better ending to this?
Dabbing on.
Did they understand?
I don't think so.
Why? We're surrounded by normal people. It's scary.
You.
Such a.
Normal.
Oh, we need a truck of pizza to save us.
They heinous because they anus.
See, this is actually a really good representation of what I was talking about. When I said furries
No
pissed off everybody
appreciation.
on the internet back in the day, how they're acting in real life is how they acted on every forum and website that existed. They couldn't just shut the fuck up. They couldn't just be furries, right? They had to shove it in everybody's face. They had to scream at the top of their lungs and squee about all their foam and about all their degenerate shit. This is a perfect fucking representation of their behavior online for years. This is the kind of shit that made people fucking hate them.
Fled in fear. They knew they couldn't handle how
This is
awesome.
Jim conditioning the next generation of right-wing death squads.
They didn't even care. They didn't even look at us.
Dab, 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 dab.
It ripped. It ripped. It ripped. You ripped the foam. You ripped it. There.
No!
No. We have to put a band-aid on it.
I'd always
Make
want
it
to
all
kill
better.
myself
Baby got go!
whenever I was. If you're ever near like a girl that acts like
Let me
Invader Zim,
pull chat on this.
I always want to kill
Where's your
myself.
hate level sitting right now, chat? After
That's
being
just a
exposed
natural
to
response.
these wonderful women.
If you feel anything
On a
else,
scale of
I'd be
0 to
worried.
10, 0 being complete indifference, and 10 wanting to dump their bodies in a ditch, where would you say you are after only 7 minutes of exposure to these? Oh, she's got a tail. Oh, and she's fat. It's always the fat girl, isn't it? The fat girl that wants to be a cute bunny rabbit. But she's just not going to pull that look off.
Such a fucking hell. Love it.
Holy fuck, they're dogs.
That's right, dog.
Yeah, dog.
It's a little
Ain't nothing but a
Yeah,
thing, dog.
Buff dog?
How many of them do you think are on the
Did you
spectrum?
just say
Do they have
Kino?
a-
I'm going to guess that at least 2 of these girls are somewhere
You're
on the
giving me
spectrum. If you put a
ligma.
toy train in front of them, 2 of them would get
What the
distracted.
fuck is Ligma?
And one of them's too fat to really be bothered.
It's a very
Fat
serious
girls and
medical
autistic
condition.
girls with tails in their asses.
It's
running
related
around
to
Menards and Home Depot.
Sugandis
Oh my god, look at that thing. No wonder it puts a fucking mask on.
and
Oh, and there's their cuck.
Sagma.
There's the cuck in the relationship wearing his fucking chains. Looks like it was made out of a fucking tambourine. So if he tries to make a run for it, they can hear him and put him back in his fucking cage. Oh god.
One more, I got this. It's still bleeding. It's blooding.
Oh my god.
It'll be okay. All right,
Fucking
ready?
hell.
It's all better. Yay!
If
Yeah, I regret
Watch-
unmuting this
watching
tab for
this-
even a millisecond.
I keep like
lesbian
imagining
furries.
Trifling whole bitch.
Gotta go, doctor.
I imagine like being stuck living with these fucking people in my mind. I keep forgetting reality
I
for a
like how they
second.
all identify as lesbians, and then they all look at their cuck. It's like they're telling them, we may be autistic furries, but even we are not going to fuck you, Tambourine Man. You are never going to get any of this.
The beta orbiter.
You will forever be designated as our fur cuck, or as I like to call it, a fuck. A fuck that's not getting fucked. A tambourine-loving cuck.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Oh my god.
There you go. That was the classic foam adventure. I hope you all loved
Class.
it. I
Yeah,
hope you all
class.
really enjoyed it. That is a good time capsule of what furries were like on the internet and pretty much everywhere for years. For fucking years they were like that. All right, let me get this stuff up and running or ready. The degeneracy. We're going to start with a person in their group called Snake Thing. One of the.
Oh God, Snake Thing.
Well, I'm going to read. I could sit you in my lap at the computer and stroke you as you look at pictures of, and I believe the redacted portion is his nephew. Haha. :3. I need him more nude. I need him more nude too. You do have that old video of him though. The one I made for you. Gone. Gone XD? I'm sad. I may be able to get it back for you if you want it. Yeah. Didn't show much, by the way. I'll have to look around though when I get to my computer. I know it still showed enough though. So I believe this is the beginning of the conversation where they're talking about the kid that he has access to. He wasn't just satisfied with abusing him. He wanted to share that abuse with other furries. And he wanted to produce what essentially is child pornography to send to other furries. And he goes as far as, I guess, taking requests. People were sending requests on what they wanted to see.
Oh, he'd commissioned sexual acts on a minor for other furries.
Involved in these conversations say, the mother was aware that something
Holy
underhanded
fuck.
was going on. So she's not innocent in this. All right, let's go to the next one. So it's a good idea to never be forward. He's a bit of a blabbermouth. Thankfully, I've managed to keep him quiet thus far, but to be honest, I've stopped it with him for 2 reasons. Number 1, he has told me to say hi to you, but hasn't really mentioned anything else. He isn't upset or anything, but I think he's not as inclined as he was. I'm sure he still finds you handsome, though. God, what is it with pedophiles and delusion? I'm sure he still finds you handsome, though. Yeah, I'm sure that's what the kid's thinking when he looks at a fucking fur fag. What a handsome guy that guy is. After a while, I'd rather him not recollect too much of the stuff. Number 2, I prefer blank. Plus, don't want to do more with. So it looks like there are 2 children. At least in the forward sense for 2. I don't know if that makes sense. Think blank would be more likely to be hush. I do. Plus, you've seen his wee-wee. So that's a plus. Just no shame. These people have no fucking shame. So, I mean, this would seem to allude to the fact that he's admitting openly that he's sending child pornography of a family member, of a young male family member, to another furry. And going as far as to do photo shoots. It's specialized content. It's not enough just to molest the poor fucking kid. This piece of shit has to take it to the next fucking level and make it just worse. Has to really ride up the fucking bill of the therapist the poor motherfucker's gonna need when he's older. Alright, let's go to the next ones here. Yeah, this guy, he does this when he talks, and it's so fucking annoying. Aw, okay. I'm sure he'd love to meet you someday.
Condry.
I didn't mention this earlier, by the way, but when I took those pictures earlier today of me with his underwear, well, I pawed with them and orgasmed with them. Didn't orgasm in them. Got a little bit on the outside on accident. I made a video of it.
I actually felt sick How?
This degenerate
I'm a
piece of
How?
fucking filth
Oh, this is
takes
bad.
a kid's underwear, and we can all assume what he means by pawed with it. And all right, Snake Thing. Hey, you really
Needed
need
a lot of
Jesus.
bullets.
You really do need a kid to fuck. Let's drug blank and hump his butt. JK, JK, JK. I don't think the
Oh
drugs would be needed.
God! How this is?
Perhaps.
Oh,
They may not, although it
Oh,
loosen him up a bit, so you can enter him a lot easier.
this is one of the
You'd be able to
This
get in
probably is the
quite
first
deep,
time
I'd
I actually
imagine.
felt like physically disgusted just from text to
What
only.
kind of woman
Oh,
knows that
God.
this fucking degenerate is
The one about
interested
the
in children
furry
and allows him access to
jacking
them?
off men as a
What kind of
child
mother
was
would you have to
pretty
be to
gross.
let that happen?
Hearing stories.
To just
Oh shit.
to turn a blind eye to it. I mean, what the fuck is your problem, lady? And there's no way if this guy is this open in private conversation. He talks about it with everybody. In all these leaks we saw, this constantly brought up. He's not ashamed of the weird, fucked up shit that he's into. And so, what's weird to me is if he's that open about his degeneracy, if he's that open about his pedophilia and hurting animals and doing disgusting shit like that, how it is nobody calls him on it in real life. How his parents can turn a blind eye to it. How nobody else in the family says anything. How none of the neighbors have beaten him with a fucking baseball bat at this point. Holy shit.
Is Chuck.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. Sangi, does having the image make me a kid slut? Yes, sir, it does. Don't worry, though. Being a kid slut is quite the promotion over a regular one. Trust me.
What?
Ha 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 ha. I sure don't see much action for being a slut or anything. True. That's why you're a kid slut now. Gotta get all them youngins and crump the fuck out of them. Giggles,
Oh.
XD?
God damn, we have a
Oh,
fucking
sorry, I didn't put
CP
that one up.
ring over
There you
here.
go. I'm reading their conversation between
Yeah,
Sangi and
there's
Snake Thing.
something like that that got busted in
Gotta get them young
the east
and
side of
corrupt the fuck out of
Pennsylvania.
them.
It was
It's
with furries.
openly talking about grooming children and bringing them into this lifestyle. They're fucking openly, blatantly talking about it. Let's get some kids and screw with their mental well-being and just try to fuck them up as much as we can. They even talk about drugging children. Drugging kids to rape them. Training them. Taking pictures and videos of them. And it's all XD emoticons, winky faces, smiley faces. They have no shame, no fucking guilt in what they're doing. They're totally into this. Loving every fucking second of it. This is what happens when you leave a fucking community of degenerates alone and you let them spread their fucking shit. And there's no pushback against it. And I know that not all furries are like this, but from what I've heard a lot of furries say, it's almost like they've given up on pushing back against it. When you've got furries talking about, having petting zoos where they're raping animals or rooms dedicated to fucking kids at conventions, where they're openly having conversations
better not
like
have
this,
a
where
goat.
it's kind of already known in the community that people behave like this, where they're fucking teens or even preteens, or trading CP or animal abuse photos. You got to put your fucking foot down. If you're allowing this to continue, and they're going to become more ingrained in your fucking community. They're going to dig deeper. They're going to latch on like parasites, because that's what these kind of filth are. They're parasites. And they're going to spread that
Can someone
shit
pass the
everywhere.
scorpion?
And it's going to get to the point where they're the majority. And then you can't
someone
push back
pass
against
the
them.
the Maruga
Because
scorpion.
there are too many of them. Because they're too
Someone
ingrained
pass
into
the
it. Because they're at too
Carolina
many
Reaper
conventions. They run
real
too
quick.
many websites. They're part of too many forums. And then you're shit out of luck.
What are you gonna do?
Because you
with
either
that?
become a degenerate or you give up whatever the fucking hobby or community, whatever you think of it as. Yes, chat. Press G to gas. There you go. All right, I lost my spot here. Let me find it. We'll continue. There are a lot of screen caps. We're gonna be reading through a lot of shit. So.
National Day.
Oh, no,
Boy, love it.
I believe so. Okay.
I can't spam G enough.
All right. Like I said, I have to double check these ahead of time.
I want to clean the world.
Again, Snake Thing with the fucking emoticon shit from Snaky. Iggy is hot too. He is, P. Where do you know him from? And then he's quoting something. This is from, I guess, a user named Iggy. So I had fun this night. Okay. So I had fun with Night, and they were not my age. So I was in my house laying on the couch half naked in a jock, and I turn over, and this little black kid was staring at me through the glass door that leads to the patio. So I opened the door to come in, asked him to come in, and I
Oh,
said sure.
gross.
We talked on the
Oh.
couch, and he said it was very hot, which is why I don't turn the AC on. So he took off his pants and a shirt, and we sat there naked talking. I started to rub his leg, then I rubbed his stomach. He then decided to kiss my hand. And after that, he put his clothes back on and had to go home. So I guess Iggy is another one of them that sits in a fucking hot house. He doesn't turn the air conditioning on what? The off chance that a child wanders in? Snake thing, a cub group. Oh, it's a cub group. Of course. Cute. Yeah. Furry cubs or, nope, entirely different cub group. One that doesn't shy away from RLC talk. I'm going to guess RLC stands for real life children, just given the context of the conversation. But it continues on the next cap. Oh, by the way, I'm doing chores with, name redacted. I was trying to get him to do something he didn't want to do. And Mom was all like, he is your uncle. You do everything he says, no questions asked. And I'm here like thinking, oh well, can you suck my dick, XD? XD, oh my fucking god. LOL, I got bit hard, won't lie. I got bit hard, won't lie. I love your mom, but
Wait,
she apparently is still
his
naive
parents
about you.
know about this, and yet they're
Oh,
not
she
doing anything
knows I have
about
an
it?
interest in CP
I
stuff.
love
She's
it.
not that naive. Well, sort of.
Holy
She's just way
shit.
too busy in life to do much about it. Nibbles. As far as I know, she thinks she's keeping me in line, XD. Yeah,
You
right.
know,
In line of keeping me
love it.
thinking about fucking little kiddos. God. You know, when these leaks dropped and people started looking through them, they saw a lot of fucked up shit. They saw animal torture, and those were videos and pictures of that. People raping animals, killing puppies, doing really horrendous things. And then you got to the kid stuff where they're talking about this sort of shit. And there were groups kind of parsing through all of this, looking through all of this, and they're really disgusted by it because obviously it's fucking horrible. But I wonder if that's what it gives me an appreciation, I think, for cops, because that must be what it's like for people that work in CSI, right? Like that has to be a soul-crushing fucking job where you go into work every day and you're dealing with people like this that are that unrepentant about what they do. And you have to collect the evidence, and you have to watch the videos and look at the pictures and read the statements day in and day out of people like this.
Such a fucking
Just how fucking
I love
that must
it.
just destroy you. That has to snuff out a piece of what makes you you. Can you imagine that? Just how fucking crushing that job would be? Dealing with this shit every day? This is only a taste of it. Those motherfuckers do it as a job. They have to sort through this kind of shit every day. God fucking Christ.
Such a fucking hell.
All right. Let me take a small break here. I'll read some super chats, get caught up, and we'll continue on. We've got Snake Thing and a few others involved in this. One of the other guys, I don't think it's Snake Thing. It might be. But one of the other ones is really into the animal torture thing. We'll talk about that. But this is what this group did. This is what they talked about. All these logs drop, all these people, they're all communicating with each other. And the thing is, Snake Thing talked with Kiro. So, Kiro's like, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, we talked on Telegram. But I wasn't into, all the animal torture and stuff. Well, who knows what the fuck these two talked about? Like, if he's associating with this motherfucker. Because this guy can't keep his mouth shut. He constantly talks about fucking kids. All right, give me 1 second here to pull this up. I have to get some more of those palate cleanser videos to deal with this shit. And then we'll get back into it. Yeah, all right, let me pull up this page. All read that one. Where are we here? From Lurik, Gym Theory, Sargon, Matt, Tonka were all former sweeties you groomed. They are sour now that you won't be friends with them. But that's just a theory. From Matt Fields, Sumptuous Sweetie Squad, kill, 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 kill. Rand Can, here to listen to you rage. I'm prepared, got some wine. Hopefully you've got plenty of wine. You're going to need about 4 boxes for this shit. Sword Scale, this week I legitimately had an SJW try and defend a murderer simply because he had a mental illness. These people are crazy. Karnak, so like V's mom, which I'm sure would have been a pretty good statement if I knew exactly when in the stream that was said. Ninja Work 111, what's worse, a furfag or a vorfag? I think a furfag, hands down. I don't know a single vorfag that has actually succeeded in being eaten or eating another person whole. I mean, maybe a cannibal, but I think the furfags take it. Malleable Trick, hey Jimbo, what are your thoughts on the Jordan Hunt shit? Also, did you see Ariel Dumas's tweet about Kavanaugh? Don't know about Jordan Hunt and have not seen Ariel's tweet. Addicted 420, don't start nothing, won't be nothing, hail Jim. Mahola Viking, shout out to Brian Dunning Kruger. Sketchy Mouse, greetings from Wapafa, Jim. Everyone here has been taking potshots at Kiro and friends all weekend. Good to hear. Feel free to shit on that retard and the people he associates with. Andrew Panarella, groom me daddy. HRTRTU. Ashley, thank you for ruining my life. Ashley, you have no one to blame but yourself. Talk shit, get hit. Absorbing Life Force, the intro picture belongs in the Haas der Kunst Museum. Mako, shout out to Marcus Stryker. Hashtag degeneracy. Got a donation from Kevin. No message attached. Thanks. $10 too. There can be no more tolerance. These dark days were brought to us by tolerance. Gas all the degenerates and lash their bodies to crosses. Deus Volt. It looks like a message was retracted. Digger John, the workers control the means of reproduction. Mark Young, where's the video you said you would be up yesterday? I've actually delayed that. I'm going to be putting that up on the 10th on World Mental Health Day. I'm sure you can guess what the subject's going to be, but I don't like their shitty little company, and I don't like how they're trying to market it, and I know what they're doing, and so I'm putting my video out on the same day.
Okay, so the new video is going to be about the Barrel Life scam.
And just everybody involved in this
Such a
fucking
fucking hell.
Carnizzle, all this shit going down makes Jonathan Ross seem like a good boy who didn't do nothing. Mega Killer X, PC USA took way too much advice from Weimar, Germany. Dirt Pants, unrelated, but what are your thoughts on Ace Attorney Trilogy coming to Steam? Also, did you play the ones on the 3DS? Love your streams. Keep them up, Jimbo. Ace Attorney's great. Always happy to see good games go to different platforms. So, if you haven't played it before and it comes out on PC and you've got Steam, check it out. Heather S., I'm not going to be able to watch this when you expose these monsters for what they are doing to animals. But thank you so much for exposing them. Well, that is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to read 5 more and then we're going to go back into this. Wolf Bronsky, I'm going to get a tattoo with a bunch of dumb liberals and suggestions, or any suggestions on a Sweetie Squad tattoo. No, I have none. That's something you'd be putting on you permanently. So just make sure it looks good. Joe, the King of Hyrule, solution to growing commie problem. Bring back Senator Joseph McCarthy and start enforcing the Communist Control Act of 1954. Keep doing what you're doing, Jim. Jorgen Mundo 7, possibly meaningless, but notice all the people liking the tweets are Marxist-Leninists. Used to be the Trotskyites were the good commies to the west. Kevin Ricks, money for exposing animal abusers and poking fun at commies. 2 more here. Still Burning Studios, make sure to give any furry in distress from the stream the site for better help. I heard they have great counseling at affordable prices. And Feg Host, I came here to avoid the coma-inducing sleep. All right. Let us go back to Snake Thing. You know what? Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find where did we leave off here? All right, give me 1 second. I'm getting this queued up. We're looking at more conversations he's been having with people, and going from there. Oh, looks like these are secondary leaks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. Window capture. Again, this is the same conversation between Snake Thing and Sangi. Is that even the mildest tent really tends to be noticeable? Or at least it bulges them out to noticeable degrees, and I use it to my advantage when I'm giving them hugs. You're bad. You know you love it. I've given, and again, I believe that's the name of the nephew, a hug with a half stiffy before in these shorts, XD. My member practically went up between his legs when I partially lifted him up in the hug. Well, of course it'd be a tent, not an actual member, but you get what I mean. Because how else to take advantage of a child than molesting them while you're giving them a hug, like a good uncle would. Snake Thing is such a upstanding member of society, and I'm sure that kid just will have fond memories of the degenerate shit that this person's done to them. Snake Thing, you know what? You love it, though. Wags butt at. Also, figure out the schedule on coming here. Blank will seduce me, though. Oh, really now? I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be here. Come in the next week, and I think he's going to be here still, so you can drag him into your lap, lift him up while copping a feel, etc. Also, the reason I wear the shorts that I do. Oh, and this goes into what we just read, where he's talking about the tent. So it's not just making, you know, videos and pictures for the other degenerates in this fucking Zeta shit. He's inviting them to come over and molest the kid, too. So it's not just, I want to molest him. It's, I want you to come over and do it. No shame. These people have no shame. I see normal chat, by the way. I see a lot of what's going on in normal chat. A lot of people saying gas them all, Hitler was right. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people feel that way. Yes, somebody in chat said fucking evil. Yeah, that's what this would be. This would be a definition for people that have, struggle with conceptualizing what evil would be. I think this person would qualify.
Actually, yeah, this
is
like pretty much like
something like the torture of animals and the
like
abuse of children.
Made up, but yeah, it's real.
He's not just, unrepentant in it. He's exuberant in doing these things. He likes it. He wants to share these activities with other people. He wants to spread the word on doing this shit and get other people involved in doing it. I would say that fits the bill for what evil is. I think you're right on that. Now, let me pull up some more screen caps here, and we'll continue along. It's just, yeah, man. These fucking people. All right. Now, these I'm going to have to be a little more careful on because they involve... I'm going to describe what's in these pictures because I can't obviously show them on stream. It's animal torture. It's kittens being crushed and puppies being crushed and stepped on and their eyes being gouged out. That's
ouch.
Such a fucking home. I
we will
love
get to
it.
that in a minute. All right, let me pull this up. Giggles, what? This is between him and Tane, apparently another person. Dick, is he localish? Oh or nah? He lives in Texas. Nods, nods. But he comes and visits me rarely. Only once so far, but he's the approved visitation friend by family, as families love him. Aw, that's real nice. It is, Wags. He's also into cubs. I've sent him sneaky photos of my sister's kids many times before. Oh, naughty. Blushes. So it's not just a conversation about molesting children with one person in this fucking leak. They're all doing it. They're all talking about it. Let's move on with the animal abuse. This is between Ember. I believe that's Ember Wolf. Let me double check here. That was the person we talked about last week. Or no, was that Glow Fox? Keeping track of these fucking names. All right. Here we go. They're linking to things, but Snake Thing, that's perfect. You're going to get her? Maybe. Yeah, for a permanent pet or temporary. Aw, I wish you'd bring her down to me. Wags. They're sharing pet pictures with each other. I'm sure that's going to lead into the conversation about butchering them. Let's find out. If you do end up getting her, I totally have requests. I won't share anything with anyone ever, of course, obviously, if you're comfortable with that. Oh, you want to rape the bitch? Do you, XD? I most likely won't be able to join you, but if you do get her and have fun, I have requests for you to do. Like muzzle docking, shoving yourself deep in her throat. That's my favorite thing. In or out of a suit. Though there isn't enough zoo stuff with suits involved. Up to you, though. As I said, I wouldn't dare share anything you give me. Huff. Muzzle docking, throat fucking, winking, smiley face. Yeah, these people are the devil. These people are evil. I can't share this picture. Let me... Well, you know what? I don't act... Yeah, I can read the conversation without putting it on screen. So let me try that. Okay, this screen cap has him has a picture of him and his furry head, his mascot hat, with chains and bindings around him, and he's naked with an erection. Ember, I drive her down to you so you would have a toy for a couple of days. Leave her gaping and filled with seed. Snake thing, XD, oh my. As I said, I don't think I'd be able to join you, thanks to me living at my grandpa's. I'd rent a hotel for us.
Still going on.
XD, naughty. It would be
Such
nice.
a fucking hell.
Perhaps I'll think about it.
I love
I'm
it.
in Myrtle Point at the moment. There's a Motel 6 in North Bend that allows dogs. Doesn't need to allow dogs if they have outdoor access. So these two are talking about... Okay. They're talking about buying a dog, getting together in a hotel, and brutally raping it together. And this guy is saying, I can't, I'm at my grandpa's right now, so you can't really bring the dog over for us to rape it. And they're discussing a Motel 6 or a Holiday Inn to go use to do it.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Alright, these ones I can show. Alright, let's pull this up. Is the word rape appropriate to explain what you like? Because if so, marry me. They link to a video which thankfully we can't watch, but we can imagine what these disgusting fucking subhumans are into. And hey, I like it hard. Goddamn, that's hot. It's not the first animal that I raped until the end. What do you think he means by raped until the end? Raped until it dies? Or until you orgasm, XD? And you fucking awesome. It's so good to meet another person that likes
Why
this
do
stuff.
these people exist?
The first one,
Such a fucking
winking
hell.
emoticon.
I love it.
And the first one was death. I love you.
Dab. Dab.
So he's raping animals to death. That's the video file that they're sharing with each other.
Morality is a spook.
Let me move on. Got to be really careful to make sure I look at every single fucking one, so that they're not horrible. Well, they're horrible, but at least there are no pictures included. I've seen those. They're amazing. Hey, how young do you like the dogs? Newborn. Hey.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
This is...
I absolutely love puppies. I've been hilt
This
deep
it never stops. Like, you just
12-week
pouring salt in the
puppy.
wound.
3 puppies have died on my cock.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
This is now back to the conversation with Ember.
inappropriate.
Just sneak her in. We'd have to... Oh, did I read this one? No. Just sneak her in. We'd have to drug her so she's docile anyway. Sleepy dog meds. What you drug her with? Awoo? Oh my. I knew you were darker than I initially thought. I didn't even bring any of this up first. Oh my. Do you like it? I do. I'm just surprised is all. Good. Hee hee. I've been wanting to be dark for a while. I'm sure we could find OTC over-the-counter, dog medication for sleeping. If not, I have another method. Weed is legal along the West Coast. We could feed her a bunch of edibles. So, you know, we're about... Let me double check this here. We're maybe 15 screen caps in. And just to sum up what our friend Snake Thing here is into. The production of child pornography. The molestation of children in his household. Sharing child pornography with his friends. Trying to get them involved in molesting his cousin, his nephew. Raping animals to death. Brutalizing newborn animals like puppies and kittens. Trying to get together with people to adopt pets so they can basically fuck them to death is what these people are
Such a
talking about.
fucking hell. I love it.
Oh,
Boyfriend is the door. McLovin.
Let me make sure this is turned off. There's an image in this one. There are a couple images.
Boyfriend is a dork. Kid loving.
God, that's fucking awful. All right, I'll read this one. This is with Sephiroth. That was the person previously who said he killed 3 dogs with his dick. Playing so much with puppies, and it's a picture of him doing unspeakable things to a little puppy. Snake Thing, you're amazing too. A great person with some amazing common likings. And oh my. And there's another photo of a woman in high heels crushing a puppy to death. Oh my, you like crush? Yes. Strangling and more. So apparently these disgusting pieces of shit have different methods that they enjoy for torturing and killing animals.
Jenny, such a fucking hoe.
I think this is... Oh, man. All right. Well, it's not graphic. It's a picture of a stick. It's just the description that's graphic. This is
one stick with that fire ants.
A virgin bitch. Honey was applied to a few hours before so that the fire ants would cover the toy. It was shoved into a virgin bitch pussy minutes later.
I love it.
Snake Thing, I saw that. I love it.
Oh no!
So just so you understand what this person is saying, they made a wooden stake and they covered it in honey to get fire ants on it. And then once it was covered in ants, they inserted it into a dog.
I love it.
And then shared the video with
Boyfriend
other people
is
in this
a
group.
dork. McLovin.
You know, when I told you it gets darker, and I told you that the people involved in this shit, it went way beyond what was initially talked about. You know, when we started this, it was Kiro fucking a dead deer carcass. And people were like, holy shit, that's fucked up. How could it get worse? Here you go.
Or, you know.
I mean, that's some shit that you'd see out of
Cronenberg movie.
Like, that's a step beyond. I don't even know how to classify it. It's not just fucking and killing animals. They want to torture them. He devised a way to put ants inside a dog and watch it suffer. And then he shared that video with other people on the internet for his sexual amusement. And they're sharing this in this group. These people are sharing this shit with each other. It's fucking awful.
Here I thought brain damage was bad.
I'm sorry to keep jumping screens here on you. I have to be careful when I
being
make sure that they're readable. We'll read 2 more screen caps and then I'll read some comments and we'll do a palate cleanser of something. I don't fucking know what, and then go into more of this.
I don't
brain damage autistically defends kitty.
What do you not like getting fire ants?
Dude, like brain damage being admitted to actually having sex with minors. He's that fucked up.
Snake Thing, I love puppies. Wags, I agree. This is a conversation with Wolf now. Played with a 4-month-old puppy yesterday, but only for a little while. He humped really nice and had a beautiful cock. Wish I could spend more time with him to take some pics. Oh? Did he mainly dom you, or did you dom him as well? I dommed him, but that was really quick. I was visiting someone and was left above with the pups for a few minutes while the owner was taking out his car. He could be a good dom with time. Oh, what do you do with him? Humped his muzzle? To start, I'd fully pull back his sheath and lick his fully exposed
Yeah, no, I'm not
tie
listening
up
to this.
with a cord and keep it hard for as long as I want. Then I'd play with his balls and tail.
You know, it's
I'd restrain him and put a
I was
metal
actually
ring with
lying
duct tape
on
in
my
his
bed
mouth
with my eyes closed,
to make
still
him lick
listening
my
to
cock.
this, and now I'm wide
Whether
awake.
he likes it or not. I could come in his mouth or eyes, play
Could use
soft
your
or
time.
hard with his balls, and this guy is fucking awful. I don't even know how I'd react to that. If I had somebody over at my place and I went out to the
ignore
car to
that
do something or
stream.
run an errand and I came back and they were brutalizing my dog, I'd kill him. I would fucking murder the guy. I would throw him. I'd fucking kill him. Who do you think his friend knows what went on? You think his friend knows that this guy is like stalking his pet? He probably has no idea. Probably has no fucking clue that this piece of shit does this and wants to take it further. That he's going to torture this guy's puppy when he's not paying attention.
Likes a quick fuck.
He's a fucking sociopath.
Oh, you're still listening to that.
Is this a
You know, all
picture of the
smiles
guy?
and cordial
Is this what he looks
when
like?
somebody's there in the room with him. But the moment the back is turned, you know, the moment he's alone with a victim, he goes and does just horrific fucking things for his own amusement, with no remorse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is
it's just
this
about
is what he actually looks
self-gratification.
like.
He doesn't care about anything
He's a
else.
sick fuck. He likes a quick fuck.
All right, we've got one final one in this
Where's
chain.
Skull Knight
and
when
then,
you
like I
need
said,
him?
we'll read some super chats and do a palate cleanser or something. All right, let's see. This is again continued with Wolf and Snake Thing. Morning Nymph. And they share a picture of some sort. Those pics are actually my own stuff from last weekend. Oh, damn! You're one lucky hell of a you're one hell of a lucky
Don't
bastard.
even need just Skull Knight.
Well,
Just
she has
get
a tight
Femto.
pussy. Has or
His
had giggles.
Fucking gay ass up there.
She was a pit
Deal
bull
with
that I
his
found
bullshit.
last Friday and was a virgin also. I removed her tits and inserted some in ass, others in pussy, then butt
Oh
fucked
god,
pussy.
this one.
Made her
This
eat
one.
one or two of her tits. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he misspelled this, but no, he means a bat. There was a video of a puppy. Okay, there's a video of an animal being
I'm not
assaulted
even
with a
gonna
baseball
listen to
bat.
that.
How many
He
times
bat
did you
fucked
say
her,
that?
that's what he means.
Fucking hell.
Her
I
throat
love
and ass and
it.
pussy. Snake Thing. Oh, should have gotten a male doggo to rape her too. Always wanted to see some dog on dog
Just when you thought you'd seen quite a bit of the
Human
warp,
intervention
it's
too,
just
with that in mind. Oh damn, I want to see that.
There's more
Yeah,
warp.
lol.
There's never
They share another
not
video.
warp.
it never runs
Well,
out.
I like that.
Oh,
Lol
you're
also
broken
chopped
out
off
of
her
your
tail
trance
and used it to fuck her
of
pussy.
Lil
Amazingly, she
Pump and
was still
Kanye.
standing after the bat fuck.
Yeah,
Chopped off
that's
her
true.
head and then removed her pussy
This
with the tail
actually
still
shook me out
inserted.
of it.
Have you done something similar before? I actually think I recall you mentioning before you had a dog
Yeah, it
dick
got me
inside of a
thinking,
dog's head or
like,
something like that. Goddamn,
Even
very nice.
like
Would love to see
Cronenberg and
that.
all his movies, like
And he shares
this
a
kind of
video
shit doesn't
one more
happen.
picture, I'm assuming,
It doesn't get
of
this
what he
bad.
described.
No, it never
Yeah,
did.
I do. I
No,
will show
this
you
is
a
raw.
bit
What's
later.
terrifying
It's
about
only
it?
for you.
See,
Don't share it.
I put my finger. I know what it is. What's terrifying about it is that these people
Okay.
are making this stuff mundane.
You know, it's
Yeah, this
even
is,
better.
it's
It's
just what
elder
we're dealing
chore,
with, Jack.
period. That's what it is.
This is
It's
the shit
just-
that leaked.
Completely normal.
And it's a
Like
private
there is
conversation
nothing
between
wrong
furries
with this.
That, I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe the community knew they were like this. Maybe they didn't.
This is reality now.
But it's so far beyond, like a Mr. Hands thing, where some idiot gets fucked to death by a horse. Like this is pure evil, right? Like this is super.
He's gonna start
cartoonish
blasting
supervillain level of evil
that Nazi anthem.
that they're involved in. It's just not one kind of
Close out
degeneracy.
the
It's everything.
conditioning.
These people are soulless. They lack a fundamental part of what makes a person a human being. They get the satisfaction and gratification out of the torture and suffering of animals and children, and they revel in it, and they share it with each other, and they produce it for each other. And that's probably the most fucked up thing about it. It's not just that they have access to that kind of material. It's they produce it, and they egg each other on to do more of it. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a strong drink as we continue along on this. Put a little background music on. Everybody take a few minutes. Go use the bathroom if you need to use the bathroom. Get a strong drink yourself. I'll come back. I'll read some super chats, and we will continue along.
Some of these people are gonna get
individuals involved
actually
in this.
killed.
Maybe throw in a palate cleanser video
He's a
here or
sick
there.
fuck. He likes a quick
But
fuck.
let's
Those
say, like,
people aren't
2 or
gonna
3
die.
minutes.
They're gonna live till they're
I'll
80.
put the song on from earlier.
There's
I've got something.
You're
I
not
think
even
more
gonna
suitable.
see prison.
No,
Give me a
no.
second.
Prison
It'll take me a
doesn't
minute to
exist for
find
them.
this.
I think
I think it captures
hopefully,
the fucking
I'm
mood.
crossing my fingers that one
not
of
sure
these
it's a restricted mode, I
200,000
don't care.
people subscribe to him. One of the 21,000 watching
the
him.
specific
Someone's just gonna murder
guys.
them.
Let me see if I can find it.
No, you'll see, and it'll be just a perfect
Yep, that's a
example of
restricted
what
mode.
reality is. They're gonna maybe
I
get
think it's
in
because
some
of the
trouble
video
with the
more than the
police,
song,
and
but
at
you can
worst do
imagine.
like 5 years in
YouTube doesn't
jail.
like
At very worst, that's if they're
All right.
unlucky. Nothing worse is gonna
Put
happen
this
to
up in
them.
case anybody just stumbles in and is like, "Why the hell?"
All they have to do is say that they were fighting fascists, and then they'll get away scot free.
or don't even say anything because most
yeah,
people
that's
around
it.
them are just gonna want to ignore that this ever
Go get a
happened.
drink.
Welcome
use
to
the bathroom.
Weimar,
We'll continue
Germany.
off and just-
Yeah,
I'll be your guide.
Yeah, if they like, if they, oh, he's doing it. What did I fucking say? I called that shit.
This is actually illegal in my country. I'm gonna have to close the stream for a minute.
I'm glad he did.
You see why I like this guy so much? He's our best operative.
Yeah, no, this is like 8 years in jail here for listening to this.
24-hour ops.
See, I could do more time than the people in the video. Man does 8 years in jail for watching a video about furries that get 5 years in jail for raping kids.
Yeah, you can't raise your arm and hand at a certain degree or you face...
No. That's not 5 years, it's like 20-something years.
Wait, he's really playing Hitler speeches right now to seal the deal, to show everyone we literally live in Weimar, Germany. What are you gonna do about it?
You know which one he's playing too.
It's the Hell March. Which Hitler speech?
Yeah, which speech? Well, you don't, like, from what I can understand from the start of the German, is the speech where he's like, you know, undesirables. They need to be, they have been a blight on society, and I can't actually listen to it though. Not that I've ever listened. That I've ever listened to it, because that'd be illegal.
But
highly illegal.
It's all Stormfront's fault that a lot of people on 4chan like went right wing. Did you know that? There's no way it could have been a natural reaction to things.
That's true. That's true. It's all the storm fags and their constant chilling.
Yeah.
It's, you know, when it used to be that it was just young, influenceable kids on 4chan. And so, you know, when they got influenced too young by these extremists.
Now, whenever other people get engineered and not towards their narrative, they always say it's some kind of subversion and not like a grassroots zeitgeist.
You know what he's doing though? He thinks he's gonna get away with this because he's like playing such degenerate content that he's like, oh, you know, maybe I'll get away with it.
He would never do this. Like, otherwise, the people he's attacking, it's undeniable that like they need to be put down. So
but he's not gonna get away with it though. They're still gonna he's gonna get something because of this video.
I can't be sure of that. I'm just eager to see if that happens. I'm eager to find out what happens. One way or the other.
Dun, 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 dun.
He's doing his part. Better than most people.
Music
like
though,
it's
it's a good palate cleanser.
It's very American.
See Kyle.
It's just like the most absolute mind-bending warp shit, accompanied with like Nazi boomer kind of
hopefully that
slang and the like.
Screen caps we're reading through with the furry leaks that happened with Kiro and his group. Again,
I can't
just
believe
to recap for anybody just joining us late.
Google's allowing
There
this.
were leaks from a social media service called Telegram.
I'm gonna flag a video right now, actually.
One of them was somebody
kinda
by the name
strange.
of Kiro the Wolf, who was a semi-big.
As if
it's not their MO to leave this up.
As if
Oh, I need to sign in to
And
report
initially
the
he
video.
denied it.
like as if the
Said
furries
that super
aren't
hackers from
flagging him
Iran
right
had
now.
targeted him, that he was completely innocent, that it was completely fake. In fact, I think I still have this. Let me see if I still have this. Iran's statement in regards
It's
to Carol
20,000
blaming
people watching.
Iranian super hackers
Oh
for setting
man.
this all up.
Oh.
Dude, he's always like he's always trending on YouTube whenever he starts up a stream.
و ناقض حق توسعه است. جنگ اقتصادی که آمریکا تحت عنوان تحریم‌های تازه آغاز کرده نه تنها مردم ایران را هدف قرار داده بلکه آثار
Was he actually going to play a recording of Khomeini?
کشورهای دیگر داشته و در روند تجارت جهانی اخلال کرده است.
A harsh but fair statement from the president of Iran. I think everybody can agree. So he blamed Iranian super hackers, even though apparently Telegram hasn't been available in Iran for 8 months preceding the hack. Also said all the screen caps are fake, none of it was true. A week later, recanted and said, okay, I wasn't hacked by Iranian super hackers, I made up that screenshot that I showed proving it, and I did in fact talk with these people, and I am into zoophilia, but everything else is fake. So his statement of it was completely fake, 100% fiction, has now been walked back to not only was he not hacked, but some of it is real. Give it a few more weeks and we'll see where we are. Now that was Kiro. And, you know, people thought it was bad enough because he was talking about having sex with dead animals and how much he enjoyed it. But the other people in the group, people like Wolf and Snake Thing and Glow Fox or Amber Wolf, all these other people, were into some really horrendous shit. Torturing animals for their amusement, molesting children, creating videos of them doing both of these things. And we're going through information compiled from the leaks and what people have found. You know, if you want a more hands-on look at it, if you want to really dig through it yourself, Kiwi Farms has a section, a subforum called Animal Control. And in that subforum, they are digging through it. But just be warned ahead of time that there are graphic images, and a lot of the shit they discuss is pretty fucking horrendous. So buyer beware if you walk into that. Alright, let me catch up on... Alright, I've fallen behind, forgive me. I'll catch up on the super chats, and we will jump back into some more of this. Maybe throw like a palate cleanser video in the middle before we go back into the horrific shit these disgusting non-people do. Again, I'm playing catch up from behind, so if some of the comments seem out of place, they are. Alright. Okay. I think this is where I left off. Fuck me, Sally, they cackle like goddamn hyenas. This is talking about the two girls in the Foam Adventure video to kind of give you an idea of where we are in the stream. Happy Days, F Miles, Poland, and Warhammer 40k. Vapiri, Hack Your 3DS Guide. Guns Down, Inhale, Jim, play some Dragon Quest 9. I would love to play some video games right now to get this shit out of my mind. I probably will play some Fire Emblem after the stream. Switchy, Milo Yiannopoulos tweeted about getting AIDS. I don't know if is that real? Well, he doesn't have a Twitter account. Does Milo Yiannopoulos have AIDS now? Is he HIV positive? Has he been given the gift of pause? I don't know. Dirt Pants Whoops asked the same question in past super chats. If you ever go back, just ignore it. Have some cash for me being a shithead. Josh0718, what do you think of the McGregor fight? Yeah, I saw the brawl afterwards. I think that's bullshit. I mean, he leaped out of the fucking cage and attacked McGregor's trainers, and then two people jumped in and jumped McGregor. It was stupid. R. Jeffrey14, how are you feeling about DMC5, Jim? Playing Bloody Palace while listening so I don't have to look at the fur fakes rolling in foam. P.S. Rip Boogie1488. Hopefully DMC5 is good. I will have to hold judgment until I actually can demo it or see a full-fledged review. Bomb Ocean, what's scariest about the furry community is it's like Hollywood too. There's obviously a hierarchy of zoophiles that is going on, and only now is it being brought up. I agree. I think more people are aware of this shit, and they're just not saying anything. McLovin, your voice makes me wet. Congrats on 20K viewers. Thanks to the watchers viewing the stream, who probably regret it now after listening to this fucking disgusting shit for the last hour. Cosmic Dorgarin, test killed Nigers. You put a little wave above that, so spelling it differently. But yes, it did get past Google. Noble Knights will never be good. Jim, if I take my hat off, or if I take your hat off, will you die? No, I will not. James Binnick, when the fur cost begins, do we make lampshades from human skin or fursuits? 50-50. It's up to you. Page Fault, how about these YouTubers suffering from Shill Shekel syndrome? I recommended BetterHelp, but got turned down for some odd reason. It is strange, isn't it? The Corporate Moose, Jim, I am disappointed that you haven't named any of your video streams more than one way to skin a furry. Maybe next time. Nandato, what kind of Asian is Jade? I recall you saying it before, and it sounded like Chinese with a mix of something. Chinese Hmong, yes. Skinhead Stan, Jim, only degenerate Dublin gypsies drink Kharkov. Kharkov is delicious, Stan. It is good for what it does. It doesn't have to taste great. Anonymous Crab, I can't wait for the furry liberalists to shake things up. Real change is coming. Oh, I'm sure they're going to read Locke and talk about their feelings. Dan, okay, crush these furries like Boogie on V.
Man, this is a lot of
Joe, thank you, Joe.
lot of
TK
super chats.
198. Living in San Francisco, I hope the collective Kavanaugh screeching feeds you as it does me. If not, here's some money for your plastic.
We'll forget all about it when he.
Well, yeah, no, I
gets
enjoyed the
to
reaction
the
to Kavanaugh. I saw the
next
protests that were in St.
logs.
Louis and in Washington, and it was funny. Irving C.S. Salzburg. Jim, ignore these pathetic based furries trying to get out of this by giving you super chats. You need to go scorched earth on these mongoloids. Sean Turner, when did this become cringe compilation stream? Xanadu is bored. I'm late to the party. What did I miss? Well, you put this up an hour ago, so you didn't miss much because we went over Snake Thing.
You missed a lot of super chats.
Salty Pickle, what's with these Nigers? Well, I don't know. You know, I can tell you this. In the Kiwi Farms threads, a good majority have been doxxed. And you can see what they look like if you want to go take a look.
Oh, that's interesting.
Vanton, I wonder what things do you really like? I like
You can
video
find
games,
these people.
I like anime, and
and they all live all around me.
weeb.
Probably.
Venom Akuma, you said you like Xenogears. Have you played the last?
Sounds like you got some work
I mean,
to
somebody
do.
needs to find that wolf guy
Xenoblade
because, like,
games.
from what I
If
can
not,
tell,
you should
Kiwi
really,
Farms
they're
is
really
actually
good.
like trying to still
Especially
find that wolf
Xenoblade
guy's
X.
real identity.
Well, there
Yeah,
were
that
three
guy,
Xenosaga
I would
games.
probably set his house on
The
fire.
first one of which was actually pretty good, but then they took the
I
last
don't even
two
think
were
I'll say
shit
satirically
because it was supposed to be 6 games, but they didn't
That
have
was
the budget
something.
or the time anymore, so they took fucking 5 games and condensed them down into 2, and each of those 2 games was like 20 hours long. So the first game is 40 hours long. The last
whole
2
of the
are
North
20
American
apiece,
continent needs to
and they've
mute.
condensed 5 games worth of
This is
world building and lore
Just
and mechanics
carpet
all into
mute
that.
the entire thing.
I did not enjoy the last 2 Xenosaga.
What's your carpet nuke?
I think
Just
you
launch
transposed
every
that. I think you
single
meant 3
ICBM
Xenosaga, 2 Xenoblade.
on them.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. My mind is not really here right now after the Snake thing.
Don't even bother
So,
detaching the
forgive me.
nerves. Just
Make Station
drop
Wagon's
the
great again.
whole missile
Make
on them.
Station Wagon's great again. Damn it. Sergeant
just
Scotty,
nuke
people are reading Culture of Critique.
California and
Definitely
New York
Lex.
City, and then
Donga no
basically we
furry,
will have the
Donga
green light
skinwalker.
to
Sir
make
Blast,
the
Jim, you know
Holocaust
that furry
happen
will do
for real
something
for the first
stupider
time.
that will cover the skeptics. My
If you
estimation
nuke
for your skeptic
Miami,
stream
you'll
is a
you'll
year from
actually
now.
have it happen.
Driscoll and Memester, you heard about that chick who rode a lava lamp at a con in the lobby? I do not believe if I've heard of a woman... No, I don't think I'm familiar with that one. I've heard of the chick that smells awful, and I've heard of a few other con stories like Tumbles the Stair Dragon.
I
There's
remember,
another
like,
not
yeah, I
really
remember hearing
scaly,
about this.
who
Like,
tried to
this isn't
commit
a furry,
suicide
by
at a
the way,
convention
but
by throwing
I
his
remember
fat ass
this
down,
was like one
3
crazy woman who
stairs,
shoved her own
and then he
fingernails
sat on
up
the
her
ground crying
ass
and
like, on
wailing
TV
because
and
nobody
art.
gave a shit.
I'm not even phased by that.
5 from Just Mike. Thank you, Just Mike.
Let's
We'll
shove
read
my
like 5 more of these
fingers
and jump back
into
in.
my ass.
Johnny X2 loves them.
I do
Get
that on a
Streamlabs
daily
Fag.
basis.
I want to donate on my main.
It's
DJ Diddler, so
therapeutic.
the official list of degenerates goes furries, bronies, weebs. Am I missing anyone? You're missing quite a lot. There's a much bigger
It's
list.
the only thing.
1999. Please
Slowly
say.
stops
Oh,
the
I see.
ache.
You want me to say Goy? I'll say Goy for you. 1999. Shoko Bushu. This reminds me of the anime conventions I used to go to. It's why I stopped going. By the way, play Devil Survivor 2. It's tough as shit. And finally, Finchy Bird. I want Princess Celestia to piss in my mouth. Well, that's a good place to jump back into it. I know there are a lot more super chats. I will get to them. I'm trying to space everything out evenly so we can continue on with this horrendous shit.
Alright, finally.
Yeah. It's awful, I'll be honest with you. In fact, let me see if I can find a palette cleanser. Let's find a video to play.
I push my fingers into.
Take a guess what
Since
this
that guy mentioned
video's
free
gonna be.
cringe, let's see if there's a good free cringe video.
Oh.
Take a guess
it's all
as
so
to
awful.
what the next video will
It's
be.
just so goddamn awful. But we will go through and take a look. Actually, there was a video. Let me see if I can find this. To show you that furries have been ruining shit for a really long time. Yeah, here we go.
Oh no, what is this gonna be?
Okay, this is called Art 1992. And I'm going to assume that it's from 1992, and you could tell from the quality of the tape. And it looks like it was a television show. Like an Antiques Roadhouse kind of, or whatever the fuck it's called, a road show. With art, where people could call in and bid on art pieces.
Oh no!
I just want you to take a look what happens
Sounds great already.
when a furry gets involved. So
I
all
can
these
just
people are
imagine
selling
already.
art
No!
to an audience on television, but one furry gets involved. And let's take a look at the shit that he wants to sell. Let me put this up on screen. Window capture. There we go.
Boy.
You seem to know a lot about free stuff, Hope.
Gallery 33 has been underwritten by Hamilton Bank.
Welcome to the internet.
WITF TV.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Pennsylvania's artists and
Pennsylvania's artists and craftsmen.
Pennsylvania.
now live from our studio.
It's either that or
They're
Florida.
always.
Public broadcasting.
Why is it always Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania is the one that has the furries. Florida just has Florida men running around.
Well, good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah,
Florida
true.
men are heroes. Why does Pennsylvania have so
Are
many
you all
furs?
excited for
I
some
don't
art?
know. I
Let's
just
see
know
where
I
this
want to
goes.
kill myself every day here. This is their alternative to heroin, is raping animals and children in fursuits.
I think it's just the Krautoid heritage, really.
71. It is a watercolor titled Surfacing by Brian. Dimensions 19 and 20.
God.
You know, people actually bought this?
Gallery 33.
I think so.
I remember that one
you
Finnish
imagine
guy
Gravel
who got it
watching
on a
this?
credit card.
Let's imagine whatever we'd like to with these things. These two rats are jumping up out of the water. And they are having a good time. And that item number is 71. It is a watercolor titled Surfacing by Brian Swords of York. 19 by 24 with an assigned value of $75. The next item, 592, is a photograph. Item number 71.
Push my fingers into my
ass.
Suicide is painless. It brings up
Item number 5.
a
First from
change.
Sharon Foster of Marysville. Item number 71, a watercolor titled Surfacing by Brian Swords. The high bid is $75 from Michael Yelsik of York. Item number 5.
Item 70, watercolor sheets and pillows. You all know him, Brian Swords of York. This piece is 19 inches wide and 24 high. Barbara.
And
This
once
art
again,
show.
Brian has sent us another piece that we know will sell like hotcakes. His work is just
He just gave them dicks this time.
Lots of people. It's the kind of a thing where you read it for what it says to you. Very delightful.
You read it for what it says to
Item
you.
70, watercolor sheets and pillowcases.
I need to post that.
What it says to me, it says gas.
24 high, the assigned
I-
value,
It says Zyklon B.
$75. Item 212, mixed media.
But for real this time.
Wallace of Liverpool.
Apparently, according to the chat, this guy also drew like Lawcon of Leo from Leo and Stitch.
Explains to us.
Awaiting the minimum bid.
Oh, hey, ER's in the chat.
Item 70, the watercolor
And everyone's
sheets
in
and
the
pillowcases
chat.
by
Crinkles,
Brian Swords of York. This piece is 19 inches wide, 24
I think
high.
Pete
It has
Pie
a
was actually in the chat.
assigned value awaiting the minimum bid of $25. Item 212
by Bonnie Razor of Carlisle. Item number 70, a watercolor titled Sheep.
How much would you bid for that, chat? How much would you pay for that?
By Mike Sprout of York Haven.
Item 734 next, a watercolor titled The Smell of Wet Fur by Brian Swords of York.
Brian
It's 24
Swords.
inches wide and 18 inches high.
This is another in the continuing series by Brian Swords of his very amusing drawings and paintings of rats in unusual circumstances. In this case, the smell of wet fur, two in a hot tub, obviously enjoying the evening. And what more can possibly be said?
The Smell of Wet Fur is a watercolor. It's item number
Which side is York
734
on?
by Brian Swords of York.
York's
It's
on the
24
center.
inches wide, 18 inches high, with an assigned value of $75. Item number 464. 734 is the next item. It's a watercolor. It's titled The Smell of Wet Fur by Brian Swords of York, with an assigned value of $75 and a current bid of $60.
Holy shit, man. Oh, this guy, Brian Swords, he's shoving it right down their throat, isn't he?
The high bid is $77 from an anonymous bidder. And item 464.
Item number 735 is watercolor Stay Up Late by Brian Swords of York. It's 24 by 18 inches.
Well, Brian's work began, the Biohazard series began as a statement about brutality to experimental
Sure.
animals. It was developed into
That's
a whole
exactly
scene
what it was made
these
for.
rather
Statement
unusual
about
rats involved in
brutality.
all types of normal human activity. This normal human activity needs very little.
Well, would you figure?
All right, that's 735. The watercolor Stay Up Late by Brian Swords of York, and the assigned value is $75. And those are the items that we have.
The only source I found for this was the Daily Stormer, and they only posted the Happy Merchant one.
Stayed Up Late. This is item number
You could just put any image you want on a credit card in Norway.
And our current bid is
Someone did the merchant, but someone else did those
Now
rats.
this is going to be your last chance to see these items.
What?
It would be a finished
Why?
Call
person.
back often as you like. But
Yeah.
now that's it from Area C.
Because he was finished.
Oh,
What more
yeah,
do you
Finland.
need?
Sign value is $100. And I hold in my hand the last piece of art. Item
Exchanging
number
fluids.
69, a watercolor title Exchanging Fluids by Brian Swords of York. The
It looks like their mouths are
wide
about to
by
be
19
shut
inches high.
And
closed.
this is really, we were saying, kind of a
Yeah, that's the
piece of
one.
the Brian Swords piece that we had
He
up
just
on the
he had that
previous
commission
page.
for his credit
Actually,
card.
this one should have come up first, and that should have been the later piece.
Well, been on both, right?
And anyhow, it also is self-explanatory.
Holy shit, man.
He's going at a lot of angles to get people to literally gas furries.
Brian he sure
But
been busy
listen to the
with
people in
those,
this video,
pieces
like, they
of
don't
art for the
even
fucking
acknowledge what they're
community.
looking at. It's funny to them.
Oh my god.
So it's a funny joke. It's
Okay.
normal.
Well, you know, yeah, that'll work. That'll work as a palate cleanser, I think, chat. Can you imagine your grandmother at like, I don't know, 11 at night, turns on like some PBS equivalent channel in her hometown, and she's watching two male rats fuck each other and make out, and the people are bidding for it. Oh, fuck. Sorry, my throat hurts a little. I was laughing. I had to mute myself a few times there. Yeah, that's different. That is something different. I'll give them that. Okay.
She
Let me
pushes
go
her
back and see
fingers
if we can-
into
oh,
her
God,
eyes.
Please, okay, that's off. Good. Go back to animal control here. Where was the other guy? Was it Glow Fox? I think that might have been him. I think no, we've done Glow Fox. Maybe it was Ember Wolf. Was the other one. Keeping track of all these fucking people's names. It's always some kind of wolf. Okay.
Wolf
so
or
it looks
dragon.
like Ember Wolf was the one that was discussing with Snake Thing. That was
Every
the person we were
single
looking at
time.
about
And you
sedating
fucking
animals to rape
assholes
them.
couldn't even guess it.
So let me see.
I
What we
did.
got here.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
didn't know
dude.
that's what you meant.
That's what I
though.
meant by that thing.
There's a lot of
Come
there's
on.
a lot of that things.
No, I think I read him last week.
You knew what I
yeah,
meant.
I did read this one last week. This
Not
was the
until it was
421
too late.
That,
He
for
meant
those
telling
unfamiliar,
you,
it's the
this was
Krautoid
a
heritage.
party where a couple of furries got high
Every
on
time.
meth and stripped naked and then beat people up. They're like throat punching.
Krautoid genes
And
just
apparently it's
inherently
referred to as
have
the
that in them.
421 incident.
The ones that
at
didn't
BLFC
have it all
2017,
died in World War II.
which both Ember Wolf and Chadbla attended, which were two people like that are named in these leagues. Holy shit! All right.
That's a hoax. No Krauts died in World War II. It was all made up.
I could have sworn there was more stuff dedicated to Wolf. I might be wrong. Yeah, and no, we did go over Glow Fox. That was the one, too, that was the drug-facilitated sexual assault of a minor, pedophilia, zoophilia, sex trafficking. This was the guy that talked about slave rings.
Oh.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, on the third one we did the stream. It wasn't just child molestation and, killing animals and making child pornography for each other. They also talked about, like, selling kids, buying and selling children for
I want to
sex.
burn this state to the ground.
Oh, man, these fucking people. Let me see.
It's like a while ago.
I think that actually brings it up
Eastern
to
PA,
date.
the guy in the teddy bear costume that would
Yeah, so that'd be
get his
that's Ember Wolf, Glow
nephew
Fox,
or something
Snake
over.
Thing,
They would
Kiro,
all
and
molest
Wolf
it.
were
molest
the
them.
5 main names that came out of it. There were a few more people, but there's not a lot of info on them at the moment.
That was just the tip of the iceberg.
And I wanted to be able to go over it. I was going to do a video dedicated to it, but I figured a stream would be better.
My fingers into my eyes.
And I'm sure there's more information that's going to
I
come.
love it.
Here's the reality.
I push my fingers
When the leaks first came out, people said it's fake. They circled the fucking wagons and decried it's completely fake, it's completely fictitious and made up. But within a week, they were admitting to it. They're admitting, yeah, we had conversations, yeah, we use that messaging service, yeah, we're into this.
There's so much in it.
The
It
more
even
time that goes on,
demonstrates the capacity
the more
for
information that comes out, the more pressure
pathological
that's applied.
liars.
It doesn't look like it's fake, especially after Kiro admitted
Everyone's a
that he wasn't
pathological
hacked and
liar.
admitted that he did talk to people and he did have interests that were, similar to this. They're looking for the best angle they can take. I mean, that's really what it is. These people want to be able to say, yeah, I'm fucked up and I do screw up things.
Yeah,
but
theoretically,
it's not that bad. They want to try to back it up just
like
enough
half these
so you don't want to
people
kill them.
because they're within
But with the amount of shit they talked about,
200 miles
where's
of
that
me.
line? Well, you're talking about
You're
people
aiming too
raping
small.
dogs to death, killing puppies, and doing
I just
horrific
don't-
things
You don't
and
need
mutilating
to.
animals
Don't feel like
for their own
driving that
sexual
far.
gratification. You're talking about people
The criminal
making child
justice
pornography,
system is
molesting
insane.
children, and talking about buying and selling kids. Like there's no limit to the
Justice
shit that
system.
these people do. And the thing that they're all messaging each other on this fucking
Laps and
Telegram service.
Anglo-Saxon.
And this is just one leak.
Yeah,
I mean, this
when
leak
has
only
a
pertained to
single
like 8 or
innocent
9
person
people.
ever been
I think there were like an additional
in
like
prison
20 that were
and
kind of
sentenced
related.
to death?
One of these
But who
cases
knows
is
how many
going
are
to go
like
to the
this?
Supreme
Never
Court.
happened.
Who knows how many groups are out there that are into this shit?
issue
I mean,
death
you
warrant
can look
for
at
all
the fucking
furries.
sites that furries use, and you can get a gauge for the user base that are on them. Go look at Fur Affinity or Ink Bunny.
He
and
ends
look
his
at all the
10
fucking
years,
diaper
Judge,
and all the really
and
weird
then
shit
reveals
they
that he has indeed raped her,
I mean, it's pervasive within their community.
and that he
And
loved it.
seems to be the sort of thing
I
that's
loved
just
it.
kind of
He's
slithered
a
its
sick
way
fuck.
in
He
deeper
likes
and
a quick
deeper,
fuck.
and
That's
taken
what I
more
said,
of a
dude.
hold.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick
So, I
fuck.
mean, who
I'm
fucking
a
knows
sick
what
fuck
2
who
weeks from
like
now
a
is going to
quick
look like,
fuck.
or a month from now is going to look like, or if another fucking thing hits, or if more fucking shit comes out. And I
I'll be
can't show you a
fucking
lot of the
dancing
stuff.
that way down the Supreme Court steps.
A lot of stuff
saying
involving
that.
what they were doing to animals, the videos and pictures.
I want the trial in
And
20
even if
years
those
that
particular
that
videos
just
and pictures weren't made
goes
by them,
that
they're
way.
still exchanging them.
Some
and talking
Shkreli
about
type
making their
troll
own.
just decides
It's
to do
just
that in
horrendous
court.
fucking stuff. Just horrendous stuff. I don't know, chat. Am I getting old? have I become the eternal boomer, chat? Is that what the problem is? Am I not edgy enough for the internet anymore? I mean, I think there is a certain line when you get a group of fucking mascot-wearing retards that want to rape and kill animals and molest children. I mean, I think that maybe is a point most people could commonly agree on that's probably a bridge too far, that most people would find repugnant and have an issue with. You know, this isn't
and the red
this isn't them playing it up for a laugh. I mean, this is shit that they're into. This is shit that they're really excited about.
Solid foundation and red buried.
You know, it's times like this you can actually say,
yeah, a lot of
I
people
want to
saying
kill
they
these
deserve
people,
to rot,
and then when the
die.
FBI have to sit and watch you saying that,
you know, I don't
they
think I'm
realize
alone
the
here in saying
context
that,
of it.
These people are fucking awful. They're fucking awful human beings.
Oh.
And
he
I
thinks the
really don't
FBI
pity them.
takes account
Whatever
for context.
blow back the evidence, I don't fucking feel bad for it at all.
I just
they totally do that.
Adorable.
You know,
it's not just
Yes, please
context;
continue.
it's also the how
the other thing, too,
normal
is
and
who knows
oblivious
what else
they
they're
are.
into,
And
right?
whenever
Like,
they
if that's the shit they're
they get a
talking
call
about,
about a guy who
dude,
threatened to kill
don't
someone,
you know that's a hate crime?
Please
Those
continue
furries
describing in
are fake.
detail how you want to commit
imagine the shit they're keeping close to the
premeditated murder.
vest.
yeah, but then
Why
when
would
they
you
you
ever
have
wanna
these
murder
completely
someone
normal,
who's
fucking straight edge
raping
people
dogs to death?
having to sit and watch a story about furries operating a sex ring of children.
Yes,
They
are.
write
They
in the
are really
report
awful.
that you tried to
I'll
get them
give
to
you that,
watch a
Jack.
video
They're
about fucking
fucking
animals
terrible.
5 times.
No, you don't even like they watch the thing where you say it before they raid you.
Okay.
And then they
Where
This
do we
guy's
take it from here?
this guy's
Because
such a
I
sick
think
fuck.
I've
Like
been over snake thing.
he admitted
Both
to it
boxes
and
full.
tried to get us into it.
We talked about fucking Ashley backing away.
He likes a quick fuck too.
we joke, but you
I mean, I
won't
think that
believe how
covers the
fucking
whole
normal
life
and dumb those
If
people
there's
are.
more
Trying to
logs
recruit
that
an
dump
FBI
in the
officer.
next
You won't
couple of
believe
weeks,
how
you know,
much this
more
would
shit that comes
fucking
out.
horrify
I'll
them.
talk about it later on.
They're not robots.
But I
They're like
just wanted to put
actual
this
normal
forward.
people.
Again,
this would,
because
like,
I think the internet has
annihilate them. Their
why we
sanity.
used
He
to hate
thinks the
furries.
FBI are normal
And I think
people.
maybe we need to
Yeah,
remember why we
they're so
fucking hated
fucking
them.
normal.
And
They're like
if the furry
NPCs.
community itself isn't going to exert some force and pressure
He
on
didn't
the
get
people
the
doing
memo
this,
that they replaced
then maybe
FBI
they,
agents
you know,
with
outsiders
robots.
need to do that and step in and pick up that slack by shitting on fur fags again. You know, by bringing back the old mentality of how to deal with these people.
How do we
They've
deal
all
with these people?
segregated themselves onto their own specialized sites where they can just kind of echo chamber each other and talk about how this is acceptable. And this is the end result, is they don't think it's wrong. I mean, they think it's okay. They're fine with it, man. They're going to keep doing this crazy, weird, fucked up, degenerate shit. So I guess that's where I'll leave it. I should have ended strong. I should have saved Art 92 for later. That is my fault.
Sick fuck. It wants a quick phone.
Okay. We have a lot of super chats. I will read through them. We've got about 2 hours here. I think that's fair for what I wanted to cover. Mostly it was Snake thing though, because that guy is something else. Let me. How do I do this? Where is this here? No, that's not what I wanted. I will read through the super chats now. Everybody that came out to watch the stream and hear about how awful furries were, there you go. We've went through the bulk of it. Again, if more comes out later, I will read through it. But that will probably conclude the stream for today. Anybody that did a super chat, I will read through them. And
Okay, the stream's over now. Just super chats now.
work my way through those. But the main part of the stream is done. So if you got shit to do, if you want to go drink yourself into a coma, if you want to go hug your fucking pets, go for it. We're finishing up now. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Hopefully it was eye-opening. Hopefully it showed you what the fuck is going on in this community. And that people like this are irredeemable. That these kinds of people exist, they're out there, and they almost feel untouchable. And if nobody dropped the logs, nothing would have came out. All right, let me find my spot here. I will read through these. We've got a lot of them.
Never got snitched on.
I'll try to make it through all of them.
Kept happening, and no one would know.
And again,
That's how these
it's
things
far behind,
go down.
but you know, I will catch up.
You could never
Implying
know.
there aren't
Everybody jumping off,
hundreds of
thank you for
thousands
joining.
of people like this
Sunday
in the
fun day.
country.
Exactly, that's
Next
what
weekend
I'm
we'll be
saying.
back to the skeptics.
Things like
and
these
hopefully moved on for the fur
go
fang
on
ship.
in the background
Hopefully
and no one
more
ever
of
knows
these
about
fucking
them.
people have their shit dumped, and we don't have to read through more chat logs of them torturing animals and raping kids. Fingers fucking crossed. All right, let me pull this up and we'll jump into it.
And just think about all the cells across the country that haven't had information leaked.
That's what
From
I'm
Captain
saying. We
Jackass, you,
just
Dick
said that
Masterson, and
like
Ralph have
several
replaced TV
times.
for me. I don't really watch
What?
TV myself. I mostly watch
We
shit
said that
online.
like several times
I understand
already.
the sentiment. I watch a lot of stuff on
What?
YouTube.
We said that like
some
several
stuff on
times
Twitch
already.
occasionally.
We said that like several times already.
But yeah, I haven't watched TV in fucking forever.
I was
Your
saying
boy
quite-
Black
quite-
Weeb, the
quite
furry's
long.
natural enemy is a shower. Tabby296, why don't you have a seat? Thank you, Mr. Hansen. Mr. Suck My Balls 32, Donga. Oh, okay. Gotta do the voice. Donga mad. Jim no wrestle Donga. Donga run out of firewater. Donga wrestle Jim. For Jim, Zoomer
Grog like
tribe
donga donga.
Stood in the fire, glitched
Grog
puppet
thing,
crew when.
donga donga.
Got a divorce, but the
Drink
squad
too
all
much
legally changed their
firewater.
last names to match. Zalius
Grog thing.
has the FBI party van been alerted of
Donga
child
donga.
trafficking
You
abuse.
booga booga,
long
some
nose
kind of
tribe.
I believe law
Chinaman.
enforcement has been alerted, at least in the case of 2 of them. Some of them are out of the country, so I don't know how it works in other
Me put
countries.
you in
I don't know
world
if
of
people
hurt.
have been contacted
Taste
or
the
people
pain.
were contacted.
Take that, booga
can
booga.
even do
Taste
anything
the
about it.
pain.
Just Mike, Faggy Bizarro World, Jelly Blob, thanks for keeping up on the drama so I don't have to. Why YouTube why? Congrats on A, helping Soigon humiliate himself, and B, being the first person to make me throw up in my mouth from a YouTube video. There's
So
an
I
integral,
missed the entire
integrally,
Sargon deal.
integrally,
What's going on
I
with
can't say
that?
it. Integral, holy shit, my mind is fucking dying on me. There's an integral suppressed 22LR.
A lot of
with
stuff
Kiro's name on
happened,
it.
but
You know what I was trying to say?
Sargon
I'm sorry.
just
I mean,
started.
well,
reading
first of all,
about
I
what
can
these
say like
people do.
basically what happened was
It throws you a
basically
little
like
off your game.
Sargon's like was just bragging about how he going to
Vika
UKIP.
Risa,
And basically me like yeah, basically like he was saying he was going in a suit and Jim didn't have a suit. Like so Jim basically made like a joke pretty much that Sargon looked like an Albies like waitress or waitron.
Faggots, I
And
made
that'd
a
be
quick
the
rundown.
whole war and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know anything you just said.
Code guy.
I mean, yeah, if you actually want like the whole story and stuff, like the stream where Jim talked about that, like goodbye Carl, like that's archived.
5
Look
seconds.
it up on
Give
YouTube.
me a 5-second rundown.
I fucking made a quick rundown.
Well, I would have listened to it, but you got interrupted.
They don't want to be. Zimmerman's black friend. I know you crossed the border to get cigarettes. Mine's Stokuck. But here's
Your
the
mom
real
got
about
interrupted.
folks. Much love from the one
Oh yeah, by the way, like Sargon tried to like imply like Jim was a pedophile or something. That's where the whole Speed Squad joke comes from.
Jenny, Sasha,
I don't think a zoo sadist would be measuring the depth. I think they'd be hunting for a victim if you ask them about rabbit holes.
Jenny, sit down. You know,
Basically, like Sargon was trying to imply like Jim was like grooming children for like a troll army or something.
He's big boss in outer heaven, grooming child soldiers.
And blame her into not wanting to report it. I'm not familiar with who that. Let's take a look.
And then Sargon got completely humiliated by UKIP themselves. And then journalists started digging through his history, like how Internet Bloodsports got him to say, you're all acting like a bunch of white niggers.
104,000 subs. But how am I
This isn't how white people act, you're acting like a bunch of niggers.
I'll tell you what was it? Crixie Bear tweeted at me.
Based.
The account is
The fuck, I love Sargon now.
Read things that are tweeted at me. Like tweet me the backstory on this, where I can look it up.
He's one of the most violent white supremacists
Put on all the single furries
on that
Jim,
whole
don't
shitty
know.
island.
There's no cock like horse cock, and your asshole into shock. Did you see Cyberpunk 2077? Yeah, it looks good. Rand K, super triggered. Is this the exposure therapy?
Suit.
Yes, it
Bet
is.
I'll find it.
You need to know they exist so you can deal with them.
Yeah.
From Non, please bully Dame Pesos into making more Soyless Matt episodes. It's been a long and depressing month without it. I really like the Soyless Matt show. I think Dame is funny, so hopefully he does make more. John 14, we're going to need hard evidence of some of these claims, Jim. I demand it for Cav, and I'll demand it for this. Loving the stream otherwise. If you want to go to animal control on Kiwi Farms and watch videos of people fucking dogs to death, hit them up. Wasser, I see red. No, it's fire. Giver the D, idiots compromised my card today. Had to send the super chat a different one. Enjoy. The Joe Blow Show. Skeptics dead, furries dead, boulder holders dead. If you're going to solve a problem, you should only have to solve it once. Hashtag final. The Draconian Chronologue. There is the dark web, and there's the abyss web. WTS, how do people turn into these things? How do we intensify purging? I think it's multiple factors, if you want an honest answer. I think it's partially to blame on the internet. Well, a majority to blame on the internet. You get people that have really weird interests. And, pre-internet, they'd be segregated. And so they wouldn't really pursue that, right? Because there's no feedback loop. There's no group giving them the thumbs up and saying, it's okay. But with the internet, people that are into like this really deviant, degenerate shit can all hook up with each other. And then it becomes a big echo chamber where they tell each other, it's okay. What we're doing is okay. It's normal. See, there are other people that are into it too. And it reinforces that behavior in them. And so they'll go and segregate into these little enclaves where nobody can get in to tell them otherwise. It just reinforces itself over and over. And
Here
it grows
it is.
and grows and grows. And the
What's that
behavior
picture?
becomes more and more extreme. That would be my best guess.
MK Ultra.
Red Xeno 10th Crusade, anybody?
That's the look of
realest
complete
nigga. Has anyone even called the
existential
cops yet?
horror.
How are these fucks not in jail with all this evidence? How is the furry fandom so willing to turn an eye? Again, from what I'm
Yeah, that pretty much
aware
sums
of,
up the
police haven't
scream.
notified. I don't know what their investigation is doing at the moment. Dwarf Lord, what's the level above Exterminatus? Can we give a Thanos just snaps all furries away?
Jenny's such a
Mechazard, the Looney
fucking
Tunes were a
hoe.
mistake. Yeah, I blame it on Bugs Bunny too. SS, so we must execute Exterminatus. Spencer Callows, Jim, get the gas, get it now. Solid Steak, we can't expect God to do all the work. Click, click. James Kosh, cover these sick pedophiles in fish guts and throw them into a cage with a polar bear. Not a bad suggestion. The Ghost, Jim, please say, I am the furry slayer. Spencer 15, press G to gas. Proud Ornstein, does this leaker know these subhumans? If so, has he reported any of this to the authorities? Actually, I believe there's... Okay, let me see if I can find this here. Give me one moment. Well, you know what? While I'm doing that, I'll read these because they're bigger ones. Yu Yang Huang, I probably butchered your name. Atheist, Satanists don't exist. It is made up by Christians to scare people into God. But the
Jenny's such
atheists
a
are infiltrated
fucking
by Satanists
hoe.
all along.
On
Furries are the
Secret
Jew,
Laboratory,
Satanist product.
when I got
This is
shot in the
people
back
without
of the
any
head
fear
for
of God
saying
or
that.
moral character. Max postmodernism. I would not be surprised if they were all atheists, to be honest with you. They don't seem to have any religious compunction or moral compunction about what they're doing. Vintage chuckle. Hey Jim, thank you for the laughs.
Oh, I didn't know there was
Joystick
a
of my life
follow-up
savings.
to that.
Negro Jew. Thank you very much. Now, as to what...
Does anyone still have the fuck Tumblr tail pasta?
Oh man, let me see.
Just look up goat dick or
the leaker.
something.
That's what I was going to look up. Okay. The leaker did release a
Negro
statement
Jew.
about this, so let me see if I can find this. I just want to make sure I get the right one here.
Yeah, I just
yeah,
I
I
typed
saw
in
that.
goat dick and found it immediately.
I still have to watch Gay Niggers from Outer Space.
You've never
well,
even
this is a
seen that?
statement
Fuck
from-
off.
I believe. I think this is the leaker one.
Now that is a key.
Give me one
There's
second.
even a sequel.
Every fucking time.
Okay.
Saying one of
First,
these
Snake Thing was
pastas
not
over the
whistleblower.
intercom
The people
on
responsible for
SCP
gathering these logs
always
were
get
zoophiles,
fucking
trying to
executed.
weed out those that would cause harm to animals. Insert long-winded debate about having sex with animals here.
I wish we could do
Regardless
that
of your
again,
feelings
but
on
that
that,
game's
everyone
gone.
hates
That
when
game.
animals are
Gangster
tortured for
computer
one,
communist
for
god
both.
secret
How
containment
do we obtain
post.
the logs?
Made
Let's just say they
possible
are from
solely-
Snake Thing's account, and he was not turning them over. The technical jargon is rather dry.
What's this like?
Snake Thing was a key
I feel a lot
organizer
better
for
after
the
doing
Zoo
this. I'm
Sadists.
not going to hide
It
behind a
held our
fake
efforts
email
in the
address and
past to
name.
eject
Email me.
animal
I don't
users
give a
from our
fuck.
communities. It
All
caught
you
up to
losers
them,
are
and that is
pathetic.
where the leverage came
Go
from.
get a fucking life.
The interest behind releasing what we did was to inform the
I'm so
community
drunk
that
right
these
now.
are these
I don't
bad
give a
apples.
fuck if you guys
Perhaps the
fucking email
methodology
me.
was flawed, but our options were limited. There were no vendettas. So it seems
I'll give
like,
you my fucking phone
a group
number.
of furries that were into their own kind of fucked up shit. Even for them, these people were too much.
From who are those kind words from?
Even amongst them, they were like, "This is too much."
Francis
and they got the information, Iranian super hacker style, and released it to the public.
Gangster Computer God, worldwide secret containment policy made possible solely by worldwide Computer God Frankenstein controls. Especially lifelong constant threshold brainwash radio. Quiet and motionless, I can slightly hear it. Repeatedly, this has saved my life. 4 billion worldwide population, all living, have a Computer God containment policy brain bank brain. A real brain, in the brain bank cities on the far side of the moon you never see. Primarily based on your lifelong Frankenstein radio controls, especially your eyesight, TV sight, and sound recorded by your brain, your moon brain on the Computer God activates your Frankenstein threshold brainwash, lifelong inculcating conformist propaganda, even frightening you and mixing you up with the usual, don't worry about it, for your setbacks and mistakes, even when you receive deadly injuries. This is the worldwide Computer God secret containment policy.
Cole, STFG. The only reason I won't off myself now is there's only one of me versus many of them. I just gotta hold out, that's all. Gotta stay strong for the Sweetie Squad, right, boss? You gotta keep the faith, Terry. Joey Jojo, the only cure for degenerates like this is
When will the first public executions for agitating for right-wing movements is going to start?
Matt O'Donnell, you are doing a huge public service by exposing this. Phoenix 76, that is soul-crushing.
When's the Mossad's going to start busting through people's doors?
Police officers earlier when we were speculating what it must be like to have that kind of job.
Mistaking people for violent dogs.
Electric Boogaloo
No, no.
V2, I don't think it's possible.
I don't think it'll ever happen to the scale that you're
100
implying.
No, it's going to happen.
I don't think so. Not to the scale you're implying. No more than it already happens.
HCRTU, there's something
I just want the Mossad.
To these chat logs. The emoticons and chat speak they use.
I'll probably blacklist him from reality at some point.
I bet you like them. Ooh, it's creepy. Yeah, it is.
The demiurge
Howard
knows
Welsh,
best.
This is what happens when you let an infection fester. Just like an infection, it needs to be
Sam
burned
Hyde
before
cannot
it's
get an
treated.
opening like
Mandano,
anywhere
gas,
because he's
I'm gonna
been
step on the
literally
gas.
blacklisted
Tonight I'll fly
from
and be your
life. He can only do
the only cure
self-funded
for this kind of
independent
degeneracy
works.
is a bullet between the eyes. Sammy D, there was a point where the shitstorm was amusing and entertaining to watch, but it's not really funny anymore. Obscenely blatant and disgusting.
Tell me,
that is true.
is the Mossad not the demiurge's right hand?
There's no escaping the
That he
cleansing
uses
fire
to
even
jack
your
off
ear
with.
juice. There was a YouTube ad on Social Blade for a preteen girl
Yeah.
practicing gymnastics. Lots of views, disgusting comments, lots of similar.
Does he
suggested
jack
videos.
off with the Mossad?
I know what Social Blade is. I've got ad blocker on, so I don't really like when it comes
Right
to YouTube advertisements
onto the
on
material
YouTube
work.
itself, or even ads anywhere else. I don't see it. I mean, I use no script and ad block. Elysian, burn first right. Oh, already read that one.
And it's beautiful.
Z115ZT, white is right and white is
Yes,
loving.
I said
Stick
something
those
that I
furries
shouldn't
back
have.
in the oven. B98K Finnegan, press 1 to gas all furries. There you go, chat. B98K Finnegan wants you to press
They'll
1
cut
if you
your
want to
line
gas
off
the furries.
Kill you for listening
You
to
say that, but I think that actually is an automatic feature.
They'll execute you for listening
You say
to
Mossad
American.
and something else a bit too close together, and your internet stops.
I mean, we do need another rainforest gone wrong for sex.
I feel sorry that
do we
Europeans
need
can't
another
enjoy
rainforest
American
gone
white
wrong,
supremacy.
or gone sexual for people to wake up.
Implying
For
Americans.
those unfamiliar, I believe rainforest was the
I
first
dare you to
invention
say exactly the same
where they
thing I
were,
just
like, throwing
said.
shit-filled diapers everywhere and just making a
Implying
mess.
Americans.
The hotel had enough of them. Syphilis Penguin, Jordan Hunt kicked a pro-life woman. Oh, you're talking about that guy.
To say
the retard that did,
Mossad
like, a spit
and
kick to
something
some chick's
threatening.
head because she was pro-life and he didn't like it.
I, for one, am a huge fan of Mossad and the FBI and the CIA and all these intelligence
Daniel
agencies.
Smith,
I
beat
think they're
that
great.
terminal throat herpes you got from sucking
I
furry
think they're
cock.
really cool.
Tech Coyote has a furry these people
I wish
respect
I
and
was a
believe.
secret agent for one of
Karen
these
Ack, like G's
agencies.
mom, mother of a furry in a
They
commie country.
safeguard our.
Mika Romani, you're going to turn me into an alcoholic with a stream, Jim, but keep up the good
I
work.
push my
Skin these degenerate
fingers
cunts alive.
into my ass.
Oh, scroll down a little. There we go. Eddie Jagsauce
The
Gillespie. They
only
do not have
thing.
gills, so what is their purpose? It's a deep question.
It slowly stops
My
the
foreskin is missing. I've always
ache.
wanted a furry lampshade. I bet it would
If
smell
the pain
horrendous,
goes
especially
on,
once the light
I'm
bulb
not
heated it
gonna
up.
make it.
The Anime Alliance, this crap's gay, bro. Don't read my name aloud, jerk. Too late, Anime Alliance. I've already done it twice now. Uncle Kishner, S.A. Jim, you even want to do a vid on something awful since you used to be a goon too. Do I want to do a vid on something awful? I don't know what's the state of something awful at this point. Like, I mean, I've heard, Lotex has struck me as the kind of guy that wants to return to what the internet used to be, where you could just laugh at anybody. But I think even his own forum is so up his ass about making jokes. I don't know what the state of it is anymore. I'd have to go and, like, read through the forums and browse it for, like, a month to get a good fucking opinion on where it is. Jay Isel, this ain't cheap, Chief. Troy Fowler, you like a Disgaea, Jimbo. Also had a furry at my high school, full-on foxtail and ears at school, LOL. Yeah, Disgaea is good. Sarah H, people are marching and protesting for a fake rape from the 80s, and this shit's happening right now, 2018, everybody. From the realest nigger again. Inspector General Report, Hillary Clinton Foundation, crime against children. What the fuck, I'm starting to believe QAnon fags. Smelly in real life, please make your goal to enact a furry holocaust. A hopeless semantic, Ich Wise C Deutsch Conan, which I probably butchered, but hopefully somebody can puzzle it together and figure out what that was supposed to be. MS Dead Shark, this is so gross and depressing. The foam holes were enraging, but these degenerates are
We ought to do
inhuman
another
and
Shadowrun
evil.
game.
Cheeky Caramel Bunny
sometime in
74,
the near
Daddy Jim, my
future.
birthday is on Tuesday. Please say happy birthday. In
Yeah,
your
I
sexy
mean,
voice.
in the near future.
Happy birthday. Cheeky
If you
Caramel
guys wanna
Bunny
play.
74. Mr. GFY, Gas de Furries, mein Antführer. The Dokian chronologue, the Dacian chronologue. There we go. I pray Elon Musk will build Liberty Prime. You and me both.
Yeah, if I wasn't
Zephaniorius, if I recall
spaceship
correctly, you mentioned
autism
you were
this
majoring in
afternoon, that would've
education
been
once
good.
upon a time before switching. Was there
That
a
was a much
particular
better
reason you
use of
changed?
time.
Good work for exposing pedos and furries.
Oh, I'm sure.
Objectively.
My issue with the educational system was, well, a lot of issues, but the reality of it is there's a certain keystone.
Without
there's certain
a shadow of a
milestones, right?
doubt.
Touchstones in a child's life when it comes to their education, where if they're not at the same level everybody else is at, they're never going to do well. That's the cold, hard reality of it. Like 3rd and 4th grade,
The
if they're
furry
not
stream is
reading
just great.
at the same level as their classmates,
Just
if they're having
great.
trouble with that, like spelling, reading, that kind of shit, it's going to be really difficult for them in junior high and high school, all the way up to college. So my problem was, what I saw, is we had a bunch of kids that
Exactly what I
there was
like to
one
listen
kid that
to.
would write shit backwards. There's another kid that could not spell
3:30
anything.
a.m.
There was one kid that couldn't read, and they're all they're just kids, right? And so talking to administration was like, well, maybe we can do like an after-school thing. Myself and others, we can volunteer and try to help them, because if they don't get to this level they need to be by the end of the school year, they're going to be fucked, for the rest of their life. And the answer I received was, no, it's not important.
What Spock
All we're interested in is
act
passing
like
a
you
certain
were
amount of
drinking
kids of a
Spock
certain
in the
skin
water.
tone. That's straight up what I was told. So we need to pass this many blacks, this many Asians, this many whites, and we can't risk fucking the metrics up because it will be a problem for our district.
What the fuck
They were
did he
more
mean by
interested in
this?
paying out. I think at the time they had like a deal where they bought
think he
$10 million
meant,
in iPads and spent another $5 million for the
such
tech
a
company to put like
fucking
software on it. So you're spending like $15 million for a couple of schools to get the kids fucking iPads, and they can't even read a book. And the more people I talked to that were in education, the more similar stories I started to hear, and I just couldn't do it. I'm not going to go into a profession where
Well, I'll
it's just
be
metric
getting
based. They
off.
don't give
See
a
you
shit.
guys later.
You know, kids are kids. They should all have an equal opportunity to do well later in life. And if you don't put the effort in early on when they're young, they're not going to do well later on. And so you've got to really put in the effort, especially at the elementary level. And they just didn't give a shit. It was just a metric. It's a tick on a box to them. You know, we're just going to pass him so we look good, and he's next year's problem. And the problem is next year's problem becomes the year after that and the year after that. And by the time they in high school,
the spark of the
they're
water.
fucking illiterate,
I like
and they can't write, they can't do math, they don't know science, and their whole life is fucked up, and it's everybody else's problem.
That fucking bottle of Perrier.
So there you go. That's your answer. It was just depressing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Okay.
is.
LEP, press R to revive Hitler. Ryan Tobridge, gay. Gaz, this reminds me of this Schmorky shit show. I was going to do a fucking... I might still do this. I was going to do a stream with Lotex where we went over the history of Smorky. And I might do that because it fits in well with
spams.
We don't need a bot.
Christ724,
Yeah,
I
we
can now
don't need a
understand what
bot.
Stalin's
We are
purchase
the
was really
bot.
about. Stalin did nothing wrong. Send in the tanks. Dwarf Lord, Furocost, when? The White Boar wheel is...
You could set up a bot that DMs everybody who's in the
Maybe
server.
if people are gonna dog a post, put like a little
Constantly pictures of
asterisk
that.
in the front of it so I know to get in voice for it. But here we go.
Nah, that might
Wheel is
actually
strong
be
and
good.
donga, like running buffalo. Jim be weak, like smoking camel. And my voice is going out. It's not even a good donga. The naughty avocado, long on rope, short
Don't
on mercy,
forget this
and cap
classic,
death squads now. Will remove pedals for a nominal fee. Dan Man, Doc Snake Thing. Edibles,
Pure
have
classic
you notified
right
the
there.
FBI about this? I'm serious. Shit like this needs to be reported. Evil Minion, don't forget to spray and neuter your furry with a rusty
He
butcher.
needs a glass of
Common,
sparkling
cleanse it with
water in
fire.
the left hand.
Joriel0401, thank you for picking this or through this for us. Jim, Paranormal Hunter, thank you. Dread the Day's music.
There we go.
The time you put into this
That's how you do.
to make this cohesive is amiable. I found a thing in search Yahoo query SRC toggle to pink set adult.
Yeah, he
Why
needs
so many
the
clicks?
Kanye water in his left hand.
I don't know. I don't think I've
throwing
used
together
Yahoo for a
picture
search
right
function
now.
in fucking 8 years. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not very familiar with Yahoo. Untazaret, everyone in chat press G to gas. Tim Riggs, these
That
people are the
on
kind of
Goat
people
DC.
that burning at the stake
83
is
plus
intended
11
to correct.
said you're such a fucking
Live public
host.
execution,
I love it.
fursuit and all, sick fucks. Warwick's, would it be moral? Oh, okay. Would it be immoral to blood eagle furries? Well, I'm impressed that you pulled that one out of the book. No, I don't think it would be
That
immoral.
on Goat DC.
It would be
83
entertaining, though.
plus 11 said your boyfriend is a dork.
A
MC Love in.
Glow
Dagged on
neuter all
Goat
furries.
DC. 83 plus 11
Nathaniel
said dork.
Esposito. Can't listen to this. Actually getting angry. Might watch the archive some other time, but this much rage is bad for your health. Fliskets. Kuro is big and Devore. Got art from me a while ago. So apparently our Kiro involved in all this is also in Devore, which, of all the shit that's going on, that seems the least problematic, doesn't it? Richard Pelmore, thank you for exposing these awful people. Xenophag Uprising, how do you get all these degenerates locked up forever? Mr. VG Master, would you consider streaming on Plexstorm for the uncensored degeneracy? I don't even think Plexstorm would allow it. We're talking about people raping animals to death and cutting the heads off puppies. I really don't think Plexstorm would even allow it. Yosemite Sam, Jim, it's not easy listening to all this abuse. Ryan McCarthy, we need a wall so we can throw these furries over it. Paranormal Hunter, thank you again. Dances with Metroids, is it wrong to want vigilante justice for this shit? Note should make your blood boil. AK-47 to your face. Making sure I'm not subbed to any furry YouTubers is a matter of principle. 6-8 Toast, kill them all.
Equipa said, what the fuck
Maria
did you just
Rodriguez,
fucking say
how
about
are
me?
you personally
You
coping
little
with all
bitch.
this? I love listening
I'll
to you,
have
but it's
you know
getting
I
difficult.
graduated top of my class in the Navy
Well, yeah, there's
SEALs,
fucked up shit
and
out
I've been
there.
involved
Fucked
in
up shit in
numerous
real life,
secret
fucked up
raids.
shit in the internet. You can't really turn away from it. I mean, it's there. So I guess better to address it and, acknowledge that it's fucking real. Brappy Hour, would SJWs defend these degenerates? I don't know, to be honest with you. This seems so fucking absurdly, cartoonishly evil that I think they would struggle to defend it. Trace XL, I'd love to bind these degenerates and toss them into a cage with feral dogs and let them rip into the sickos. Game of Thrones style. Seriously discussing what they're doing and talking about. Aaron Alexander, sodomize these people a cactus wrapped in razor wire with Tabasco sauce lube. From Federation King. Be strong, Jim. Hopefully my strength will return my ability to speak properly and pronounce your fucking name. Federation King 1. There we go. Chambers of my heart, Jim, you need a damn drink. Is your soul still living? It's hanging in there. Chase Weiler, there's obviously a connection between homosexuality and pedophilia. Do you think homosexuality leads to pedophilia or the other way around?
On Goat DC. 83 plus 11 said
there
no.
was some interesting
I will
research.
not do a genocide run. I'm happy with the way things ended, and I
not
intend to
related to
preserve
that,
it.
but in regards
The
to
characters of this
homosexuality,
game,
something about it
they
being
grew on me
epigenetic
a lot.
in nature. I don't know. My brain is fried, man.
83 plus 11 said no. I will not do a genocide run.
I think we've
I'm
reached a
happy
point
with the way
as
things
a
ended,
society.
and I intend to
Gamers
preserve
rise
it.
up. There we go.
The characters of
As
this
a
game,
society
they grew
where
on me
we're too
a lot.
permissive.
They
We've become too
William
tolerant.
Mark Dad counter
This
Timer
happens. It's
plus 8
cyclical. If
circumflex
you read through
accent
history,
8 said so if she
a
creams
society
the
raises
mine
up
is daddy
through
well
hard
why
times.
wouldn't she sheed
It's
your
built
daughter
by
prime
people that
puppy
struggle,
dog
and then the
Dash
fruits
on
of their
Goat
labor
DC.
are
83 plus
enjoyed
11 said text
by
to
the next
speech,
couple of
text to speech,
generations
text to speech,
who
text to
become
speech, text to
just
speech,
lethargic
text to
and
speech,
lazy
text to speech, text to
and
speech, text to speech,
self-gratifying and
text to
self-obsessed
speech,
and
text to
narcissistic
speech,
and
text to
vainglorious.
speech, text to speech,
They don't
text to speech,
respect
text to speech,
what the
text to
struggle was
speech,
to get
text
them
to
there.
speech, text to speech,
And
text to
it's
speech,
a
text to
sign,
speech,
it's a
text to
symptom
speech,
of
text to
what
speech, text to
different
speech, Tea Party.
nations and
Whitney
communities go through.
8 said
And just society as a whole has reached a point where things have become too permissive
Whitney
and too tolerant.
8 said
We're too busy trying to be inclusive for everything. And there's a reason you shouldn't be.
Whitney
There are things that are just morally repugnant, and you shouldn't open the door to them. And this would be one of those.
Whitney Apu DC. 8 said
and rant. The Commandant, hey Jim, the racial hygiene program cleaned 15,000 sexual deviants from 1933 to 45. Their stack skulls equal the height of Mount Hood in Oregon.
Whitney Apu DC.
Well, the more you know. Put a little PBS shooting star over that.
Whitney Apu
Don Alfonso, I hope you called the cops. Or HTRTU, this cannot continue.
Whitney
Price 724. I too have a crush fetish, crushing these furries with tanks. Internet tab F for Jim. Joni Baloney. Joni Baloney, are you related to Olivia from Bolivia?
Said daughters make the mothers so now.
Your unique gift of covering important tactics like Gigi has woken up huge populace of people and woke the world up to leftist infiltration and the dangers of communism. You might think it's a joke, but you got Trump elected and saved the West. That's impossible, Joni. I don't own a fancy suit. And I think we've all come to the conclusion without a fancy suit, you're not getting much done. Gaz, remember the days when Goatsy and Lemon Party were the worst thing ever? Constantine's commentary. Furries like animals, they pretend to be degenerate fucks.
83 plus
Joe
1
Roche
said ice
would be a terrible shame if an autist decided to shoot up a furry convention. That would make me feel the sads.
Die right hand.
Jim, I can't handle the stream. I have to leave. Thanks for your work in exposing these monsters.
Vertical line.
Comrade,
resend contacts, please. A lot of new folks
I
here.
am Geigsman uncertain.
I'll shoot it out once more.
I'm just getting words in your mouth.
83 plus 11 said I staple tapeworms on my penis so the flesh worm will drink brain juice from your fetus.
Again, one final summation. A social media service used by a group of furries had a leak that happened. The information was conversations that took place between them. A lot of that conversation revolved around the torture and rape of animals.
On Goat
and the
DC.
molestation and
83 plus
production of
11
child
said I
pornography.
staple tapeworms on my penis so the
and child
flesh
slavery,
worm will
which
drink
is really
brain
weird.
juice from your fetus.
And it involved about 8 or 9 people, about 20 kind of related. And that happened 3 weeks ago. And the initial denial was that it was all fake and it was the actions of hackers. And then it came out that the hacker the evidence they had that it was hackers was faked, and that in fact some of it was real. So they already walked it back, and that's what this is related to. It's the Zoo Sadist pseudonym leaks. From Fuck You Google, painfully sunset these demonic degenerates. Bullet 25, I am not for religious at all, but all these motherfuckers need to find Jesus. Amen, brother. Dumb plays for you. Jim, here's some money for a drink on me. You need a lot. Pyraga. These idiots are the tiniest minority of furs. These idiots like this in any group you get. The fandom ousts these just as much as any non-fur group. I disagree. I disagree because when Josh has been on stream talking about this, because he has on the kill stream, he mentioned quite a few free websites and conventions that are run by people that do heinous shit like this. And it's kind of already known, but nobody does anything about it. People fucking teenagers, people fucking animals, and just getting into really degenerate shit. Sweet forward, gas is too good for these evil beings. Burning alive and scattering the ashes is a better fit. Wood Crate 67, my hat's off to you for being able to research this stuff and then do a stream on it. This stuff is awful. Dick Tuno, I've heard enough. These people need to be not so peacefully sunsetted. Fascism now. Benjamin Beltrain, these degenerates deserve to be beaten senseless. Sorry, my voice is going out a little. Darmonic Warrior, friendly reminder, these people have names and addresses. The more I listen to this, the more I understand why the God of the Old Testament flooded the world and massacred cities. Gas chambers are kind. They need the Old Testament treatment. If you ever wondered why Yahweh doesn't speak to anybody anymore, welcome to the internet. Toward Marcus Birkelin Jacobson, they are level 21 and 22 on the scale of evil. Joni Baloney again. It's true, Faggot. You're HTRTU, the phrase he devised a way to put ants inside a dog and watch it suffer is now in my vocabulary. 2018 just keeps on giving. Sweets Parade, of all the insanity you've covered, this is top tier horrifying. This is one where I have to ask, why do you do this to yourself? Well, I mean, it is fucked up, but I've covered something somewhat similar with Nick Bates. Nick Bates was a guy that molested his sister, stepsister, I can't remember off the top of my head. But he was is it corpophiliac? He was into shit.
83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck guy.
Booty Man has to be fake. Way too dark.
Said I closed
Lindsay
my
B,
eyes
go get him. Burn them down.
I clenched my fists and beat it. I like my torch and burn it.
I
am the beast.
I can understand where you're coming from. Has to be fake.
I know.
But Kiro already admitted that he talks to these people, and that some of it is real.
Said I'm a sick fuck.
And that's after he said all of it was fake.
I like a quick
So
fuck.
if
I'm
it
a
was
sick
all
fuck.
fake,
I like a quick fuck.
you see what I'm saying? Like he's already opened the door to it being real. He can't take that back now.
On Goat DC. 83 plus 11
fuck you,
said
Google.
I'm
going
sick
to
fuck.
go hug my
like
dog
a
now.
quick
I have to
fuck. I'm
go.
a sick
Andrew
fuck.
Voorhees.
I like a quick fuck.
Do you
I'm a
think God
sick
stays in
fuck.
heaven
I like
because
a
he
quick
fears
fuck.
what he
I'm a
created?
sick fuck. I
More
like a quick
than
fuck.
likely,
I'm a
yes.
sick fuck guy.
Finchy Bird Hitler wanted to
Dash on
protect
Goat
animals.
DC.
Just remember
83
that.
plus
Musical
11 said I'm a
Lumberjack. I
sick
have seen
fuck.
so much
I
shit
like a
on the
quick
internet,
fuck.
nothing
I'm a
honestly
sick
phases
fuck.
me.
I like a quick
Ever
fuck.
since
I'm a
went
sick
through all the
fuck. I
leaks,
like a
even
quick
my
fuck.
stomach
I'm a
turned.
sick fuck.
These
I like a
people
quick
deserve
fuck.
nothing
I'm a
less
sick
than
fuck
death.
guy.
Ninja Work
Dash on
111.
Goat
Any
DC.
juror would acquit you
83
for
plus
that.
11 said I'm a
Debt
sick
Free
fuck.
Solution.
I like
This
a
is
quick
vile.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a
Vladimir
quick fuck.
M.
I'm a sick
Ivonic.
fuck. I like a quick
Doxing
fuck.
rules
I'm a
don't
sick
apply.
fuck.
Where
I
are
like a
these
quick
bastards?
fuck. I'm a sick fuck guy.
Thoughtful. Well, again, if you want more information
83
on
plus
this, on
11
the
said
leaks,
I'm
on
a
the
sick
people
fuck. I like
involved,
a quick fuck. I'm a
on
sick
what's going
fuck.
on
I
as they
like a
sort
quick
through it
fuck.
and
I'm
try
a
to
sick
piece all this
fuck.
shit
I like a
together.
quick fuck. I'm
The
a sick
website is
fuck.
Kiwi
I like a quick
Farms.
fuck.
The
I'm a
subform
sick
is
fuck
called
guy.
Animal Control.
TTF equipment
And
said I
make sure you got
close
a
my
strong
eyes
stomach
and
when you
see
jump
that
in
I
here.
clench my fists and beat it. I like my
Thoughtful
torch
opinions
and
for
burn
your
it.
own
I
sanity,
am the
Jim. You should
beast
probably
I
stop.
worship.
This is legitimately
And I know.
horrifying. At Fox
TTF
Prime,
equipment
wait,
said I
that was
close my
Cepheus.
eyes and see
I
that
don't
I
know if it's
clench my
legit, but he's
fists and
supposedly
beat it. I
involved in
like
some
my
kind of
torch
free
and burn it.
HIV
I am the
spreading
beast I
ring.
worship.
Really?
And I know.
Really? It
TTF
couldn't get
equipment
worse,
said
could
I
it?
close my eyes and see
I'm going to
that I
reread
clench
that. I
my
just want to make
fists
sure.
and beat it.
Wait,
I like
that
my
was
torch and
Cepheus.
burn
I
it.
don't know
I
if
am
it's
the beast
legit,
I
but he
worship.
was supposedly
And I know.
involved in some kind of furry HIV
said I'm a
spreading
sick fuck.
ring.
I like a
HIV
quick fuck.
Why
I'm a
not?
sick fuck.
Why
I
not
like
add
a quick
AIDS
fuck.
into the
I'm a
mix?
sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a
Spread
sick
it to all
fuck.
the
I
Tiny
like a
children
telephone
quick fuck.
poles
I'm
of
a
what's
sick
the
fuck.
sickest
I like
motherfucker
hay.
in all the logs. He
Winnie
literally used
Apoo,
dog's
DC.
dismembered
8 said I'm a
asshole as a
sick fuck.
cock
I
ring.
like a quick fuck. I'm a sick
Ryan
fuck. I
Ferrer,
like a quick fuck. I'm a sick
Washington
fuck.
produces
I
serial
like a quick
killers,
fuck.
Oregon
I'm a
produces
sick
snakes,
fuck.
and
I
British
like a
Columbia
quick
is run
fuck.
by
I'm a sick
socialists or
fuck. I like
commies.
hay.
Can we just have
Winnie
that 10
Apoo,
on the
DC.
Richter scale
8 said
earthquake
I'm a
right
sick
now and
fuck.
end
I
it
like a
now?
quick fuck. I'm a sick
Frank
fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Loturco,
I'm a
oh
sick fuck.
naughty.
I like a
That
quick
made me
fuck. I'm
physically
a sick
cringe.
fuck. I like a
Jesus
quick fuck.
Christ.
I'm a sick fuck.
Joni
I like
Baloney.
hay.
Jim, you need to
Winnie
launch your
Apoo,
soldiers from
DC.
outer heaven.
8
Quit
said I'm a
smoking.
sick
We need
fuck.
you as
I
alive
like
as
a
long
quick
as
fuck.
possible
I'm
to
a sick
uncut
fuck.
the
I like a
internet.
quick fuck. I'm a sick
Random
fuck. I
asshole.
like
Hey,
a quick
Jim,
fuck. I'm a
have you seen
sick
the
fuck.
greatest
I like
story
a
never
quick
told.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I
I've
like
told this story before.
Whitney Apu.
I've woken up to
said I'm
Jade
a sick
watching
fuck.
that
I like a
in the
quick
morning.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a
Jade-
quick fuck. I'm a sick
Jade
fuck.
has watched
I like
that
a
entire
quick
thing.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck.
Indigo
I like a
White,
quick
how
fuck.
do we
I'm a
peacefully
sick
sunset
fuck.
them
I like
all?
K.
Jacob Smith,
Whitney
Doom
Apu,
gameplay,
DC.
palate cleanser.
8 said I'm a sick
That
fuck.
would have been
I
a good
like a
choice.
quick
You're
fuck.
right.
I'm a sick fuck.
Mario
I
Kart
like a
13,
quick
fuck
fuck.
this
I'm a
man,
sick
or fuck
fuck.
this,
I like
I'm
a
out.
quick fuck.
Signed
I'm a
God.
sick fuck. I like a quick
Pufferfish.
fuck.
Oh, a
I'm a sick
Medicare
fuck.
stream.
I
What a
like
better
hay.
time to eat my hearty
Whitney
meal of
Apu,
chili and
DC.
cheeseburger
8
sandwiches.
said I'm a
Let's hope
sick
he doesn't
fuck.
talk
I
about
like a
something
quick
weird.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Bad
I'm a
news for
sick
you,
fuck. I
Pufferfish.
like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I
From
like a
Ameets,
quick
I don't
fuck.
blame you
I'm
for
a
ending
sick
the live
fuck.
stream
I
early.
like
This is
hay.
some truly gruesome shit.
Whitney Apu, DC.
Cherry
8 said I'm a
Chernobyl.
sick
We're
fuck.
going to
I
need to
like
call
a
in the
quick fuck.
SS
I'm a
safety
sick fuck.
squad.
I like a quick fuck.
Jordian,
I'm a sick
I'm
fuck.
suddenly
I
much,
like a
much
quick
less
fuck.
insecure about
I'm
the
a
weird
sick fuck.
fetishes
I
now in
like a quick
comparison to
fuck.
this
I'm
dark
a
shit.
sick fuck. I like
Mr.
hay.
Metal Man, these nukes can't
Whitney
come fast
Apu,
enough.
DC.
Everything's
8
gotta
said
go.
I'm a sick fuck. I
Spencer
like a quick
Callio's
fuck.
doxes
I'm a sick fuck.
degenerates.
I like a quick
Rally
fuck.
the
I'm a
right-wing
sick
death
fuck.
squad.
I like
Send
a
in
quick fuck.
John
I'm a
Wick.
sick fuck. I like a quick
You know
fuck.
what? Actually,
I'm a
let me
sick
put his...
fuck. I like hay.
I'm glad you reminded me
Whitney
of that. I forgot I
Apu,
had this
DC.
picture.
8 said I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick
There's
fuck.
your-
I'm a
there's
sick
Wick. I
fuck.
sent him
I
in.
like a quick fuck. I'm a
Wax
sick
again.
fuck.
Okay.
I like a quick
I'm
fuck.
honestly
I'm a
close to
sick
crying
fuck. I
hearing
like
all
a
this.
quick fuck. I'm
Shiva
a sick
darling,
fuck.
anyone who
I
draws
like
a
hay.
sexy animal should get shot.
Whitney Apu, DC.
Kel
8 said I'm a
Zendro.
sick
Jim,
fuck. I
holy
like a
shit.
quick
How
fuck.
do I
I'm a
find these
sick
people?
fuck. I like a quick
Millennial
fuck.
Black,
I'm
I
a
have
sick
never
fuck.
ever
I
supported
like a quick
doxing.
fuck. I'm
I
a
thought
sick
I would
fuck.
never
I
support
like a quick
doxing.
fuck. I'm a
I
sick
thought there was
fuck.
no
I
reason
like
to
hay.
ever go after someone on the
Whitney
internet like
Apu,
that.
DC.
I want
8
these
said I'm
people
a sick
doxed
fuck. I
now.
like a
Yeah,
quick
it's a good
fuck.
thing.
I'm a sick fuck.
Okay,
I
no
like a
puck.
quick fuck. I'm a
Sick
sick
Zia.
fuck. I like a
Together
quick
we can
fuck. I'm a
purge
sick
the
real
fuck. I like a
degeneracy.
quick fuck. I'm a
Johnny
sick
drinks
fuck.
too much.
I
There are
like
no
hay.
words to
Crying
describe this.
shame.
What the
Goat,
fuck?
DC. 83 plus
VAWBC
11 said
Carey.
I'm a
Jim, I
sick
think
fuck.
you may
I
want
like
to
a
turn
quick
this over to
fuck.
the
I'm a
feds.
sick
This is
fuck. I
horrible.
like a quick fuck. I'm a
Molly,
sick fuck. I
we
like
should
a
make them
quick
all play
fuck.
Russian,
I'm a
or
sick
we
fuck.
should make
I
them
like
all
a quick
play
fuck.
Russian
I'm a sick
roulette
fuck guy.
with all the bullets in the
Dagged on
chambers.
Goat, DC. 83
The
plus
real Bean
11
Dip.
said I'm a
Please talk
sick
about the
fuck.
Bad
I
Dragon
like a quick fuck. I'm a
E621
sick
Ink
fuck.
Bunny
I
Owners
like a
admins.
quick fuck. I'm a
Too
sick
many
fuck.
furries
I
make
like a
excuses
quick
for this
fuck.
shit,
I'm a
ignoring
sick
how
fuck.
deep
I
it
like a
goes
quick
in the
fuck. I'm a
conventions,
sick fuck
forum
guy.
staff, and the brands that
Dagged
cater
on
to their
Goat,
fandom.
DC. 83 plus
Well,
11
you know, I'll
said I'm
say
a sick
that
fuck.
Josh
I like
from
a
Kiwi
quick fuck.
Farms
I'm a
Null
sick
is more
fuck. I like a
knowledgeable on that
quick
than I
fuck.
am.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a
Maybe,
quick fuck.
because I'm
I'm a
doing
sick
Skeptic
fuck.
Sunday
I like a
next
quick
week,
fuck. I'm a sick fuck
maybe if
guy.
he's free, I'll have him on
Dagged on
and
Goat, DC.
just talk to him
83
about
plus
it on
11
stream
said I'm a
if you
sick
want,
fuck.
if you
I
want
like a
somebody to
quick
cover
fuck.
that.
I'm a sick
And let
fuck.
him
I
have
like a
a
quick
chance
fuck.
to talk
I'm a
about it
sick fuck.
publicly.
I like a quick fuck. I'm a
Dedicate like
sick
a half an
fuck.
hour,
I like a
45
quick
minutes to
fuck.
it before
I'm
I
a
jump
sick
into the
fuck
Skeptic
guy.
shit. I'd have to
Dagged
get a
on
hold of him. I
Goat,
don't know if he'd be
DC.
willing to do it.
83 plus
Spike
11 said I'm a
Spike
sick
Start
fuck.
13,
I like a
somebody
quick
fix me a
fuck.
rope.
I'm a sick
Shiva
fuck. I
darling, the
like a
entire
quick
fandom
fuck.
is to
I'm
blame
a
for
sick
fostering
fuck.
the
I like
atmosphere
a
you've
quick
made
fuck.
and
I'm
allow
a
these
sick fuck.
degenerates
I
to do
like a
this.
quick
Kill
fuck.
all
I'm a
furries.
sick fuck guy.
Jimbo Crabble Snitch.
Dagged on Goat, DC.
Hashtag call the
83 plus
fur.
11 said I'm a sick
Sorry.
fuck. I like
Call
a
the
quick fuck.
herd.
I'm a sick fuck.
Hashtag
I like a quick
paw
fuck. I'm a
grom
sick
now.
fuck. I like a quick
The
fuck. I'm a
Jeffersonian.
sick
I have
fuck.
a
I like a
6-month-old
quick
German
fuck. I'm
Shepherd,
a
and
sick
I
fuck guy.
unironically just vomited
Dagged
at
on
chopping
Goat,
off its
DC.
tail and fucking them
83
with
plus
the tips.
11 said I'm a sick fuck. I
Goddamn,
like
these
a
people
quick fuck.
deserve
I'm a
acute
sick
lead
fuck. I
poisoning.
like a quick
I
fuck.
think
I'm a
most
sick
pet
fuck.
owners
I like
are
a quick
sympathetic
fuck.
to that
I'm a sick
sentiment.
fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck
Check that,
guy.
okay?
Dagged on Goat, DC. 83 plus
Neon
11 said
Weasel.
I'm a sick
Furries
fuck.
poisoned our
I
water
like a
supply,
quick fuck.
burned our
I'm a
crops,
sick
and brought
fuck.
the
I
plague
like a
onto
quick
our
fuck.
houses.
I'm a sick fuck.
Random
I like
asshole,
a
have you
quick
seen the
fuck.
greatest
I'm a
story
sick
ever told,
fuck.
Jim?
I
And if
like
so,
a
what do
quick
you
fuck.
think of
I'm
it?
a sick fuck guy.
Again, I answered that one already.
Dagged on Goat,
I have seen
DC.
parts of it. it.
83 plus 11
Jade
said I'm a
was more
sick fuck.
familiar
I
with
like
it.
a
She
quick
could
fuck.
probably give
I'm
you
a
a better
sick fuck. I
synopsis
like a
and
quick fuck.
opinion
I'm a
of it.
sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Snow J,
I'm a
all this
sick fuck.
degeneracy
I
is
like a
making me
quick
consider
fuck. I'm a
returning to
sick fuck
church.
guy.
The world is beyond
Dagged on
reproach.
goat
Grab a
DC.
beer and some jerky
83
with
plus
this.
11 said
Jim,
I'm a sick
greetings from
fuck. I like a
Switzerland.
quick
Gas the
fuck. I'm a
furries.
sick fuck.
Dace
I
low
like a quick
volt.
fuck. I'm a sick fuck. I like a
Seaborg
quick fuck. I'm a
8513.
sick fuck. I
As a
like a
person who
quick
hates
fuck.
PETA,
I'm a
who
sick
hates
fuck
the
guy.
people having purebred
Dagged on
dogs, this
goat
shit is so
DC.
goddamn horrible.
83 plus
I hope
11
these
said
fuckers
I'm a
get
sick
arrested
fuck.
or
I like a
worse.
quick fuck. I'm
Light
a
side,
sick fuck. I
I
like a
don't
quick
usually get
fuck.
upset by
I'm a
things on
sick
the
fuck.
internet. I'm
I like a
usually
quick
too
fuck.
apathetic
I'm a
for it.
sick fuck.
But
I
this
like a
deeply
quick fuck.
upsets me.
I'm a
These
sick
people
fuck
only
guy.
deserve a slow death.
Dagged on goat
Freezer burn,
DC.
thank you.
83 plus
Guns down
11
and hail
said
Jim.
I'm
I
a
hope
sick
the FBI
fuck.
or
I
something
like a
comes
quick
to stop
fuck.
them.
I'm a
I
sick
hope they
fuck.
get
I
put in
like a
prison
quick
and
fuck.
never get
I'm
out
a sick
alive.
fuck.
I'm just
I
mad
like a
listening
quick
to this
fuck.
shit.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick
From
fuck.
Digger
I'm a sick
John,
fuck
went to
guy.
pet my cat to wipe
Dagged
away
on
the
goat
rage against
DC.
these sickos.
83 plus 11
Teddy
said I'm a
Mittens.
sick fuck. I like a
Kill
quick
the
fuck. I'm a
degenerates.
sick fuck. I
Dewey
like a quick
Donovan,
fuck.
weed
I'm a sick
Lamoud
fuck.
before
I like a
stream,
quick
instant
fuck. I'm a
mistake.
sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick
New
fuck
York
guy.
City Soul 17.
Dagged
What
on
happened
goat
to
DC.
whacking off to
83
stepmom
plus
porn and
11
feeling
said
instant
I'm a
remorse
sick
upon
fuck. I like a
ejaculation?
quick fuck. I'm a
All I've
sick
got
fuck.
is
I
banana
like a
rum.
quick fuck.
It'll have
I'm a
to
sick fuck.
suffice.
I like a quick
John
fuck. I'm
Maverick,
a sick
these
fuck.
fuckers
I
deserve
like
to
a
be
quick
covered in
fuck.
barbecue
I'm a sick
sauce
fuck guy.
and sicked with rabid
Dagged
huskies
on
on
goat
them.
DC.
Stay sane, Jim,
83
and God
plus
bless.
11 said I'm a sick fuck.
Lindsay
I like a
B,
quick fuck.
you let
I'm
me
a
know
sick
what you
fuck.
need to help
I
these
like a
sick
quick
or
fuck.
help
I'm a
take these
sick
sick
fuck.
fuckers
I
down,
like
and
a
I'll
quick
get it.
fuck. I'm
I
a
have
sick fuck.
contacts here
I
in the
like a
Mid-South
quick
who are
fuck.
ready
I'm a sick
and willing.
fuck guy.
Chrissy
Dagged on
Tokyo,
goat
for all the
DC.
people saying cops should be
83 plus
involved,
11
farmers
said
on
I'm a
Kiwi have been
sick
in
fuck.
contact
I
with
like a
local
quick
authorities.
fuck. I'm a sick
Cheers,
fuck.
Jim.
I like a quick fuck. I'm a
Megazard,
sick fuck. I
Jesus
like a
Christ,
quick
Jim.
fuck. I'm
Have
a
a few
sick
for your
fuck. I
eventual
like a
therapy
quick fuck.
booze
I'm a
fund.
sick fuck
See some
guy.
McFly
This
gas
is really
racing
Dagged on
fun.
fandom
goat
war now.
DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick
Tiny
fuck,
telephone
I like a
poles.
quick
I
fuck,
A-logged
I'm
on
a
Wolf
sick
so
fuck,
hard I
I like a
reported it
quick
into the
fuck,
FBI
I'm a
when I saw
sick
the
fuck,
leaks a
I
while
like a
ago.
quick fuck, I'm a sick
So
fuck,
again,
I like a
to
quick
people
fuck,
bringing
I'm
this
a
up,
sick fuck guy.
yeah,
Dagged on
different
goat
people have
DC.
contacted law
83
enforcement.
plus 11
A
said
few
I'm a
people have
sick fuck,
commented
I
about
like
it
a
now.
quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I
McFly
like a quick
Murderface, when are
fuck,
people
I'm a
going to
sick
notice the
fuck, I
connection
like a
between
quick
insecure
fuck, I'm
betas
a
and
sick
really
fuck,
fucked
I
up
like a quick
behavioral
fuck,
patterns?
I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC.
Cameron
83
Hairhell.
plus 11 said
Jim,
I'm a
where
sick
can we
fuck,
find
I
Snake
like a
Thing?
quick
The Fur
fuck,
Fang
I'm a
Hunt
sick
is
fuck,
on.
I like a quick
Again,
fuck,
if you
I'm
want
a
to
sick
follow
fuck,
this
I
taking
like a quick
place,
fuck,
Kiwi
I'm a sick
Farms
fuck,
in
I
the
like a quick
subforum
fuck,
Animal
I'm a
Control.
sick fuck guy. Dagged on
Casson,
goat
this stream is
DC.
pretty eye-opening, and it's
83
nice to
plus
see this
11
child
said I'm
animal
a sick
torment
fuck,
fetish
I like
subject
a
get
quick
brought out
fuck,
to light.
I'm a sick fuck,
And those
I like a
responsible.
quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a
You
sick
did it,
fuck, I
Reddit.
like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck, I'm a sick fuck guy. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said no. I will not do a
You did it,
genocide run.
Reddit.
I'm happy with the way things ended, and I intend to preserve that. The characters of this game, they grew on me. A lot. They... TTF Equipa said get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness open up your hate, and let it flow into me get. TTF Equipa said get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness open up your hate, and let it flow into me get. TTF Equipa said get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness open up your hate, and let it flow into me get. TTF Equipa said get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness get up, come on get down with the sickness open up your hate, and let it flow into me get. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said no. I will not do a genocide run. I'm happy with the way things ended, and I intend to preserve that. The characters of this game, they grew on me. A lot. They... Thulium trademark dag counter, Oimerith plus 8 circumflex absent 8 said somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11
We
said
did
they
it,
weren't
Reddit.
just rights on my computer screen. They felt real. They had hopes. They had dreams. They had flaws and they had fears. We didn't understand each other. Thulium trademark dag counter, Oimerith plus 8 circumflex absent 8 said text to speech. Dagged on go. 83 plus 11 said text to speech, 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 text to speech. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said text to speech, 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 text to speech. Dagged on goat DC. 83 plus 11 said text to speech,
I'm gonna get
text to
off.
speech, text to speech, text to speech, text to speech,
Alright.
text to speech, text
See
to
ya.
speech,
Yeah.
text to speech, 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 text to
Yeah, I'm
speech,
outta
text
here.
to speech, text to speech, text to speech, text to speech, text to speech,
I'm
text to
out.
speech, text to 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 speech.